$100. I didn't even get the stimulus check, so that's just out the window. It's just the fact that it's all this pray for Palestine, pray for Ukraine. Yo, when Trump was president, we didn't have any wars, right? Like you ain't gotta pray, just put the right guy in office.
Yeah, Trump wasn't going to be sending all them billions to all these other different countries, like raise our taxes so we could fund Israel. Bro, you realize we funded Israel, Afghanistan, Ukraine. We just they gave the Asians a hate crime bill, in which I don't know why, because nobody is attacking no Asians. Asians is making all the money, literally. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
but
if you and then the
let's stay a
immigrants.
little bit on topic. I understand the ages, all that, but let's stay on this Trump thing because I think the brother said something profound. What's up, Think Mega TV?
What up, Kwame? What up, man? Hey, I want to say this, man. You know, when the current president sends the Secret Service agents, I personally think it was set up. He sent agents that had it set up for him to get took out. The thing is, dude was not supposed to miss. When he missed, they had no choice but to take him out after that. But in reality, bro, it was not meant for him to miss, yo. The plan was for, like, if you look at because like you already said it, Kwame, everybody who came up and talked, any experts in the field know that this don't happen with the Secret Service, bro. This do not happen with the Secret Service. So for that to happen with the Secret Service, you have to question how, you know what I mean? You got to, like I said, for the current president sends the Secret Service agents to all ex-presidents, yo. The current president sends those. So, I mean, like you said, and that is true, Kwame, because he even got interviewed about.
Wait a minute, hold on. The current president that's running against Trump is the one who sent his detail?
Remember, it was Joe Biden's decision to not let Robert F. Kennedy have no Secret Service protection. Remember, after the Trump shooting, now he gave it to Robert F. Kennedy, but that was his decision. The current president decides that, don't get me wrong, all presidents have Secret Service coverage, ex-presidents, but the current president sends those agents out to him. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? The current president controls the Secret Service.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Somebody said that's false, but it looked like a troll. I think that's a troll.
I mean, like, you ain't gotta take my word. I'm lying. So look it up.
We gotta look that up.
Yeah, look it up.
There's a lot of people saying it ain't true, but I bet you they ain't take the time to look it up yet.
I mean, listen.
Well, KB, to me, it can't be Biden. That man don't know his butt from a hole in the ground. So whoever's controlling Biden is who's doing that. Some say it's Hunter. That's why he went to all them different countries. But it definitely was a plot because, again, it's too many powerful people that have it in for Trump. When you have actors that get on TV saying that he can't be this, he that, he the third. And my thing is like, well, was he that bad when he was a president? Like, you already had a presidential run from him. So for them to say he gonna have us back in chains, it's like, well, did he have us in chains for the 4 years that he was in office, or were we good? Okay, I
That's what
thought
I'm trying to
personally that
figure
we
out.
were good.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why do people say that when you can actually look at what he did and he didn't put you in chains?
Facts. And that's why I can't get why the media is hyping everybody like with this immunity thing. Like, dude, you can look it up yourself. He's covered under the Presidential Immunity Act. The media just is gassing y'all up to not like this man. So when the Supreme Court ruled, that wasn't no surprise. He was already covered under that act. So the media, to me, generated a lot of hatred, to where so much hatred to where it was people that were trying to justify if that man would have gotten killed on live TV. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't want to see that. Who the hell want to see a man get his head blown off?
What's up, Evo?
What's going on? What's going on, people? Salute chat, salute KB.
Salute.
Thank you for having me up. I just wanted to drop a 2 cent in real quick about this. So allegedly. So Jill was also in Pennsylvania that weekend as well. So with that being said, they had to spread out the Secret Service. So he pretty much got a last minute like an interim group of Secret Service to cover him for that
Who you
particular
say, Jill?
Jill. Yeah. So Jill was in Pennsylvania that weekend as well. She had
Who is Jill? You talking about Biden's wife?
yeah, Biden's wife. Yeah.
So she is more important than the presidential Republican nominee for president?
I'm trying to tell you, like, no, this whole thing was definitely a setup. Like, I'm truly convinced at this point. I mean, there were so many puzzle pieces to it. I mean, like I said, I mean, even with the DEI. I mean, let's just speak the facts. The DEI hires that they had, like the two particular, I think it was two or three females within that detail. Like that guy's was 6'5". They couldn't even like they was like at his chest. Then when you saw them, one of the ladies, they were trying to reholster their gun. Like she's struggling like the whole time. I was like, this is just the most sloppiest piece of work that I've ever seen. In this regard. Now I do understand with her, with Jill being the first lady. Yeah, she definitely gets first dibs. It's just ironic how that happened that same weekend. And did you also see the video of the lady in the background with the Biden sign? Once the shots went off.
Yeah, the
Uh,
lady that held up the sign and started recording.
yeah,
Yeah,
she started recording and she was smiling and stuff like it's right there and like it's right there in the background, like kind of like if you pan to the right and you kind of look down and you zoom in, you see she has a Biden a Biden poster, what have you.
now see,
And
Right behind Trump, right? You talking about right behind Trump,
Hey,
like to
like
the
wait a
right
minute,
bottom
right
hold
right
on.
behind.
a little
What?
bit.
Wait, hold on. I hear the chat talking about she the first lady. That don't mean shit. If somebody's shooting at the current president right now, the Secret Service ain't gonna dive on the first lady first. They going for the president.
the
It's the
sign was
commander in chief first.
the sign said Biden, you're fired. That's what the sign said. But I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that, Evo. If you notice, every mainstream medium, like all news, when they always crop it to where they keep her out the. She's never in the scene. And no mainstream medium, not one. Just
Right.
I noticed that they crop her out. They crop that out every time. But yeah, she do hold the sign up right before the shot. She looked to the left. She looked. Then she put the sign up. The shots go off. She sit right down. When everybody going crazy, she put her phone up.
She put her phone right up, like just
Yeah.
like, oh, like it's a confirmed shot type thing, like. um And like I said, this is all alleged, but I'm just saying, like, when you really start to put the puzzle pieces together, and then and then I don't know if you saw how the quote unquote shooter, what have you, he was once featured inside of a Black Rock commercial, and so BlackRock also owns, allegedly BlackRock also owns that shed where the guy where the supposed shooter was. So it's a lot of puzzle pieces to put together when it comes to this. It's like they had, like that was their last that was like their last chance essentially. And someone apparently on their end dropped the ball, and now they're all in, they're in panic mode now. So I mean, at this point, I mean, there's no need to say like, oh, it's that they faked everything. I mean, the guy already had it in the bag a long time ago, but just people just don't want to accept it right now. So, but and also he also over that same weekend, Biden had lost over $90 million from a major donor, Super PAC, PAC. You can look that up as well, as covered on the New York Times and everything. So the writing's on the wall. They already know this. They're just trying to stop that man by any means. I really don't understand why.
Real quick, KB. When they talk about the first lady, the first lady is protected the way she's protected because with her safety compromises the president. That's why she's protected beyond a lot of ex-presidents, because her safety could compromise his judgment and decisions he's making based on what's happened to her. So that's why, and they do the same for the kids as well.
Okay, but boss man, if the commander in chief go down, that's gonna send the whole nation into panic, though. You know, if the wife or the kid go down, of course that's a loss. But if the commander in chief himself goes down, bro, that's gonna send the whole country into a panic, bro. Like, why would the first lady get the same protection away from the president?
Well,
And especially in the
usually they not together in events. Normally, you don't see the president with the first lady. You don't see the president with the vice president. A lot of times they travel separately because of that. So sometimes you'll see if you see the president with his wife, they're going to be protected on private time. It's not going to be a speaking engagement other than like the inauguration or the State of the Union, things like that, and they're going to protect everybody in the whole facility at that point. But when
okay,
they're
but look, let me
speaking
ask you
events,
something. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If the president go down, then it's gonna go to the vice president, right? And so on and so forth, right?
Right.
correct.
So what I'm saying is, if the president go down, they're going to be trying to protect the next people up. Like, why would you give the wife the protection if the commander in chief just went down? Then now you got to protect the next person up, and you can't do that if you worrying about a presidential wife. You
Because
know,
she's
it's about keeping the chain of command intact, bro.
Yeah, but
Not
we
their
don't
personal lives.
you speaking hypothetical because that hasn't happened. Now, if that happens, then of course they're gonna protect the vice president. But the wife is protected while he's alive to protect him from being compromised. If the wife is kidnapped or held hostage, he he's compromised. He may give it all up, all the secrets, everything to get his family back. The wife can cripple, so that's why could cripple his judgment making. So that's why she's protected the way she is. Now, we haven't had a situation where the president was shot and killed and they took and protected the protected the first lady before they protected the vice president. We haven't had that situation in America. So with that being said, we're hypothetically saying that would happen. Who's to say that would happen? But while he's alive and she's first lady, she's gonna be given the exact same security as the president of the United States. Now, Trump was a ex-president, but he still has that same level of security. And so the other guy that came up and said that Biden assigns his details. Every president picks their own detail.
No, I
They
didn't say he
decide
assigns them. I
who
didn't say he
protects
assigns
them.
them. He still got to give. I ain't say he picked the agents and nothing like that. I'm saying the current president gives agents to the two ex-presidents, like the same, like it's again with the same RFK situation. He can choose for RFK to not have Secret Service protection, or he can give Secret Service protection too.
Right, but he don't choose the people.
Nah, yeah, I ain't say he choose. Nah, he ain't
So
choose.
the I think what KB was getting at is when you said that he's thinking, well, Biden could send people that's
Oh,
compromised.
not like he sent
I
the
think
eight.
that's the way it came off.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, but not to clean it up. I just meant like I felt like the plan was set. The dude had some shots to get off. Like it was too much, bro. Like I mean, for even like they said, it was reports that he was on the roof 26 minutes. But even just from the 2 minutes alone, y'all just chilling. They let that happen. Yo, they let him get a shot off, yo. And then when he missed, they had no choice but to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? But bro, it's no excuse for that type of lapse in time.
Absolutely, because in those areas when the president, in my experience, live state right in front where the point where I had the ability to shake the president's hand. I've been that close on what I do for a living. So with that being said, you can't even have a pocket knife or ink pen or anything in your possession when they come through certain areas of those that president or the candidate, when they come through certain areas of the security, everybody is scanned for safety. I think what's missing is this is an inexperienced kid shooter. He probably don't have much experience shooting. I'm not sure if he was rogue or acting alone. I can't really say. But if he wasn't, that's a travesty. But if he was, it explains itself because he's inexperienced. He's doing it very ragged. His approach was ragged. Even the people in the crowd was able to see him. The security detail failed the ex president. That's what happened. They failed him, and I don't know if it was a setup to fail him, but and at the end of the day, that security team failed from everything I've seen in my career for 25 years doing nuclear work, and these presidents coming in and out of this base.
Right.
Security level is ridiculous for me, and I have a top secret security clearance. For me
All
to
right,
even be in the room,
let's let Chris the barber go, and then let's let Odom Speaks go, because I know Odom Speaks always come up here for a reason. It's usually to come with a fact. So let's let Chris go, and then Odom Speak go.
All right, I look at it like this. I look at it like Jill being in the same area at the time gives them plausible deniability for anything, because they do have to divert Secret Service efforts to her detail, because Trump was still a presidential candidate. Now, this was the last day or rally before the RNC convention that after he becomes the nominee, the security automatically goes up for him. So if you was going to try to make a move, this would be the time to make that move with everything being going on. And they talked to one of those snipers, which one of the snipers said that he had to get the green light. Now, the other sniper said, no, that wasn't true. That wasn't true. But the one sniper initially said they had to get a green light because they asked, why did they just let that guy get in position like that? So that's a lot of the things that go on on these topics, that where the people are in position. Like plenty of experts say they had enough personnel, but the execution was wrong because you had to get the okay from the top down. And they've done that a lot. That's like a classic CIA thing that a lot of people don't know about. But that's a lot of that in play, that they had to get a green light before they take a shot. When you didn't get that go ahead of time, shoot anything that moved. But you got to call to somebody, green light, or red light. No. So I think it's all tricked up. They know what's going on and what's about to happen, and they
They're
can't stop it.
definitely compromised.
All right, Odom, what's up? Odom Speak.
Oh,
How you doing,
speaks.
sir? Can you guys hear me?
Salute.
Yeah.
Hello.
Salute,
Hey,
salute.
cool. I have no issues with conspiracies. I'm all in, but they should at least make sense, and they should have some kind of logic to them. Yesterday, and I love Cino, man. I watch his stuff. I love his LeBron hate. It's hilarious.
Hold on,
But
if you're not on the mic, can y'all put y'all mic on mute? I'm getting feedback on my end.
I don't think we good.
I'm on mute, KB. I'm muted up, so it ain't me.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's Chris.
Oh,
Okay. But yesterday, Cena was saying some crazy stuff, man. And the brother with the firearms behind you, man, you should have corrected it. But when you started saying what he was saying made sense, you gave that weird conspiracy theory credibility. As soon as he started talking about assault rifle as an AR-15, you should have corrected that, man. And
Nah,
then when
look.
he said
Oh,
AK-47, you know that an AR is not an assault rifle. You know that an AK-47 was not used. None of that made sense, and you got to correct that stuff so other people don't
you
think
right.
that what
You right.
he's saying makes sense. That
You
was
right.
wild, wild.
You right about that. I just
But
wanted to say this. Like when I was saying I agree with his theory. Like like I said it was logic in this argument. You feel what I'm saying? But like the facts about the gun, like you right about that.
he was so off that should have ended the entire conspiracy, because immediately he doesn't know what he's talking about. When he was talking about the bullets, none of that made any sense. And I know Evo has fire. I know you have rifle experience. I'm pretty sure KB has it because I heard him. And I know you have experience. When we're firing an AR, you cannot miss that shot. So to hurt the credibility of the conspiracy that it was staged or fixed, you do not choose somebody who can't hit the most basic shot. My daughters at 8 and 10 were able to make that shot. That is not a difficult shot. Everybody knows who's ever fired an AR, you cannot miss at no even 200 yards. As soon as you miss the first one, you ain't missing anymore. If you've never fired a rifle, so to say it's fixed and they use the worst possible shooter ever to do it, it makes no sense. You're going to use at least somebody who can hit a damn watermelon with a pistol at 5 feet. You cannot say that it was fixed and they used the worst shooter ever.
And look, and I do think like how you say that makes all sense because I think the dude did act alone personally, and then one of the main reasons is because I mean, and not saying that this means like because people can shoot well with irons too, but the gun just had iron sights. So I just looked at it like if somebody was giving him a gun or like you got to get this job done, I think the gun would have been a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, effective. Personally, that's just what I was thinking. That's the weirdest thing to me. And even though, like you say, 120, 130 yards, it's not that far, and that can be done with iron sights. I'm not saying it can't, because people can make 100-yard pistol shot with iron sights. So it can be done, but I just think the way all that it seemed like he was on some, I'm about to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense.
Yeah, and I agree with you, but then you came in saying that he was supposed to make that shot and they were letting him make the shot. Why would you choose the worst possible shot? That's what
But
you
no,
came
I
in
still
saying.
think but what I think I say that because I don't know what makes up for the lapse in time. How do you it seems like they let him get a shot. No matter the accuracy of his shooting, it seems like he was allowed to get a shot off. Multiple at that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
me
part.
too.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Odom. My bad.
But that part of the conspiracy, I have no issue with. I have no issue with people saying, there was a lapse, or even if they went as far as to say there was somebody who allowed it to happen. But that's still going to be on the police. I had some. I'm driving, but I had 2 videos of snipers talking about that the angled roof, and the head of the Secret Service, she was trying to use that as an excuse, and she was correct, but only for the snipers. That had nothing to do with the lapse of the people around the building. That had nothing to do with the detail. That had nothing to do with why there wasn't a drone over all the buildings. Like, there's definitely fault to be thrown around, and there's definitely conspiracies. But to say it was fake and rigged, that makes absolutely no sense. It does not. There's no math that would make that work.
Oh, did you hear the part when they said, because these were snipers talking. They said another thing that the Secret Service did wrong is if somebody shoots at the target, at the principal, it's called the X. So the first thing you do is move them off the X. Wherever the person is shooting at, they said they sat there with him, and you could hear them saying, "Where do we go? What do we do? Where do we go?" Bro, what is? I don't understand that.
Well, oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
That's a lack of communication, so I've heard 2 experience, one a SEAL and one Ranger sniper, say that it had nothing to do with the snipers. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. The target waited until he was going to take the shot, and the officer is where that failure went down. The one who saw him and did not communicate to anybody that he saw an active shooter, he is 100% at fault. But that doesn't mean the Secret Service should not have had somebody else on that building. None of that makes sense. But again, to say it's fixed, that is absolute nonsense. And that's the only part I have a problem with. I have no problem with all the other conspiracy theories. That's all I wanted to come up for.
And another thing is that because I've watched multiple rallies of his through live streams and things of that nature. So typically the teleprompter part of his speech is usually at the end. So the fact that he started off with the teleprompter in itself is kind of like, divine intervention. I don't know what it is, but like, so usually the teleprompter part that he was talking about, saying, I usually don't like to go over over these numbers or what have you. That part is usually like in the middle or near the end of his speech before he wraps it up. And so for him to start it off like that, so where his head is is cocked over to the side, looking that direction. Like I said, that right there is just coincidence or just divine intervention. But it's just something to pay attention to in that regard as well.
Yeah,
Hey,
Uh,
can
he
I
might be
say
right,
something
but
real quick?
he did go off script. He said, "I'm tired of this teleprompter. It's boring." I tried to explain that. So you saying if he didn't do that, he would have been shot?
yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Wow.
Like I said,
Well, hey,
Hey,
let
can
me say
I?
I'm done.
divine
Hey,
intervention,
can I
or
say something real quick?
yeah.
Uh, People that say it's fake. Do it really make sense to y'all that a man is going to have a sniper firing real bullets to fake an event to where he actually could have gotten his head blown off? Like, if you're going to fake some kind of event, can I not put myself in that kind of harm's way? I mean, come on, man. Somebody did get shot. Like, why would you purposely create an event to where you could have actually gotten your head blown off? I mean,
Exactly.
that really kind of don't make no sense to me. If I'm gonna fake something, it ain't where I'm gonna put myself in some serious harm's way. Now that's just me just thinking, but y'all could think how y'all want. But I don't think that that man would have put himself in harm's way like that for the sake of, I guess for the sake of winning an election that to me he was already winning. And I
Exactly.
mean,
And
I hear people in the chat keep saying we look into these white. It's like, dude, people are going to vote. Like, if you don't vote, okay, that's fine, but don't call other people stupid because they want to go vote, bro. You don't have to go vote. Those are the candidates that they put up there for people to vote for. You know what I mean? If you can do something better, then why don't you go run for president and let's see if we can vote for you? But this is the system that they put forth. People are going to vote for a president, bro. So cut that out, man. People are going to go vote, man. Cut that out, bro.
what I was gonna, I forgot this part, and the part that you just said was another thing that hurts. What Cena was saying, like to say that any man, I don't care who it, even the president, I don't care who it is, would allow somebody to shoot toward them for any reason, like to put yourself at risk, and then to choose again the worst possible shooter to do it. I don't care if you tell them, okay, aim five right. That doesn't help, and you take into account when like that theory is just trash. It is so bad. Okay, shoot at me, but don't hit me. And you're really gonna trust somebody, and then you're gonna trust a 20-year-old who clearly
Oh,
can't shoot. That just doesn't make sense, man.
oh, the people that saying it's fake, they saying it's fake bullets. They saying it wasn't real bullets. I just want to say that. The people that's using the argument that Trump faked it himself, they saying that it wasn't real bullets. That's what they're saying.
So
But
this
Yeah, yeah,
somebody did
but
get
that
killed
doesn't.
though, right? It
That's what I was
was
gonna
a body,
say.
right?
Yeah, that's what I
but
was
why
gonna
would
say.
you
So then
fake?
the
I
only,
mean,
I'm
yeah,
just saying I'm just saying the argument that's being made. Because even what's the good Angela Sales or
Hey, hold
whatever?
on one second. What somebody said? We outside TV. We see Biden's plan for for the black community. Trump never showed his plan. What was Biden playing? What the hell was Biden playing? Anybody
build
know?
back better. Build back better.
That's a slogan.
to put y'all niggas
He
back in
had no
chains.
plan.
We got them at war. They doing everything they said Trump was going to do. At least Trump listened to his constituents. Trump wanted to go to war too. Trump was getting ready to go to war. People said no, we don't want to go to war. Trump said okay, we not going to war. Biden and all of them said build back better. Trump is a warmonger, and then as soon as Biden get in, we've been at war or we're
Nothing
involved
to
in war. We're
see
spending our
here.
money on war. So I don't get it. We the
Nothing to
brainwashed
see
ones
here.
though.
I mean, my thing is that when it comes to people like that this the slave mentality, right? If you really look at like there are people that are living in projects for generations of this shit. Giving people the Section 8, the welfare, food stamps, whatever. Like, there's a time where like yes, there are people that need that for sure. But then you have the other people that just rely on it and they're dependent on it to the point of where it's like a pacifier. So then that's why they keep on giving them those little trinkets or have to kind of like just stay in place type thing. Like the right side is typically about you know grab yourself on the bootstraps and work. That's what it's essentially about. That's what has always pissed me off when I look at black people that have always constantly kept on voting Democrat, but not ever looking at the actual policies. They're going by the virtual signaling. They're going by the identity politics. They're going by the race baiting, the fear mongering, all that other bullshit. When they're not looking at the actual policies, and if you were to Google a printout of or a list of Trump, I mean not Trump, but Biden's policies, it has nothing um, in regards to what's going on here in America first. Only thing is that came to America was pharmaceutical and and women's reproductive rights. Cool. If it was that important to them, they would have passed this shit. At the beginning, the same time when the Asians got their anti crime, I mean hate bill or what have you. Like they only use that when it's convenient for them. Um, and then like that was another thing about with the whole Project 25 and the Trump and the Agenda 47, like the way that how it's just been ployed, like how all of a sudden it was just dispatched to all the media sources, all the little blogs, what have you. They try to collude the actual facts. Some people saying like, oh, working more than 40 hours or what have you, just so that your managers or your supervisors and all that stuff can get paid more. I'm like, well, that already happens. The thing that Agenda 47 has said was that he was going to cut off the taxing people after 40 hours. That's the truth. That's on his actual website. And both the Heritage Fund and Trump have both denounced having anything to do with each other in regards to their plan. Like, yes, he does have his supporters that do support him that had composed Project 25. However, they both tweeted or they both sent out the message saying that Project 25 has nothing to do with Trump's presidency, and Trump said that that doesn't have anything to do with his presidency. But people don't want to hear that. It's all in what the media says. But I mean, the media is backfiring on the whole left shit because they can't hold back anymore. The truth has already been unveiled, and it's just a lot of people don't want to accept it. The writing's already on the wall. So, but y'all keep on voting that Democrat bullshit if you want to. I mean, everyone
Now
has
go
their own right as in America.
Now, going back to the shooter thing, to talk about the
Mm.
shooter, I like to say that I think the whole thing is tricked up. That if the FBI is the top law enforcement agency in the world, how come they still hadn't got into that guy's phone yet? They was talking about how they can track terrorists all around the world, but they still hadn't gotten to that young boy's phone. And they say he has no social media imprint. Like throughout the lockdowns and everything, through COVID and everything, that the guy don't have a social media input or imprint, as you will. So that's kind of the thing that spurred me as odd. Okay, you could say that he had help or he was a useful idiot. I tend to go with the useful idiot thing. It's real easy to put information in a young person's back to make them do things. I think I was real impressionable when I was young. I ain't say I was an idiot and follow every clown that gave me some advice, but I was impressionable as a young guy. So I can see on that term, if you're calling this guy evil, Hitler, Mussolini, everything under the sun, you can put a battery in somebody's back. They've done this since the early 2000s. They got a network on social media. Like, check what your kids playing on these video games, because they also talking and they also chatting about certain things. I used to listen to my kids playing the video games. So it's real easy to organize through that way. And they just said today that they hadn't really been monitoring that. They monitored, your Facebook, your YouTube, they monitor that, but they don't really monitor the gaming part of it. And a lot of these young impressionable kids that are bullied in school or for whatever reason isolated or for whatever reason, these are a lot of where they find these people and they can target them. And don't make no mistake, the FBI, CIA, and all of them have handlers.
Hey, Kwame.
Yo, I'm right here. And
Hey,
he 100% correct too. I had to stop my son from playing that game because it's a lot of grown adult men that's talking to these kids that's gamers.
Yep.
And I don't think it's appropriate for 21-year-olds to talk to 14-year-olds. To me, I don't get it.
Yep. Hey, but I was gonna ask you, Kwame, have you heard the things being put together as far as with the dude being in the Black Rock commercial and all of that back in the day? And you know, everybody know about Black Rock and all of that. Have you heard any of that? Anything about that background?
No, what happened? What's going on?
All right, there was some Black Rock did some commercial. Do you know what Black Rock is, right?
No, no, no.
It was for teachers, but yeah, continue. It was about it was something regarding teachers, but continue, sir.
Yeah, Black Rock is a company that they own. Like, it's one of them companies that own companies that own companies. Like, so when you look at it, they pretty much own everything. It's like basically like three Black Rock, Vanguard. I forgot the other. It's like about three or four.
Oh, Cino did mention this before. Okay, I'm following you now.
When you put it all together, right? Oh, they basically own everything. So basically, they're just trying. I ain't saying it has no bearing, but they're just bringing up the fact that dude was in a Black Rock commercial, and everybody knows the power that Black Rock has. I was just bringing that up. That's why I was asked if you had heard anything about that, because they've been talking about it a little bit.
That might have been Biz. I knew somebody said something about this Black Rock organization before. I never heard of them until recently. But they allegedly own all the corporation, all
Yeah,
the business.
yeah.
That's
Black
crazy.
Bezos
Rock,
is talking about them.
Black
But
Rock,
before,
J.P.
I'm gonna jump
Morgan, and
down.
Chase.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna jump down. I appreciate you, KB, Evo, Think Mega.
Salute to you.
I don't know the
Salute,
other
salute,
brothers,
oh,
but
speak.
I'm driving. But thank you all for letting me up.
Yeah, I'm about to drop down as well. I gotta get back to work. Thank you for having me up. Salute, gentlemen. Y'all be safe out here.
All right,
Uh,
Evo.
and
All
talk
right,
to. I'll
salute,
see y'all
champ.
later. All right.
Yeah, I damn sure don't want to
All right,
run into
salute,
Black
champ.
Rock.
Hey KB, hey KB,
What
this
up?
whole thing, this whole election, or this whole process, to me, it should really have shown obvious corruption on all levels.
Yeah,
Like from Fannie Willis and what's going on to Letitia James, Jack Smith, to
yeah,
your local people, like everything is corrupt. Like the whole, like throw the
Preach,
whole system away.
preach it.
Everything is corrupt. I mean, you can't trust none of these people when you really break down politics. Poly means multiple, ticks is bloodsuckers. So all these politicians is doing is sucking the blood and the life out of these communities, out of the American people. That's really all that they doing. Just really look at this. Just think, if they would have succeeded, everybody in the world would have needed some kind of psychiatric help because we just saw modern day JFK in our lifetime. And I don't know about y'all. I grew up in the streets of Compton. I seen that, bro. Those are very ugly scenes. Okay, so what I'm saying is you got people that's cool with a former president getting his wig pushed back on TV. It's kids out there, mothers, fathers, grandfathers. It's people out there that actually believe in that dude, whether you do or not. So for them, for his family, that man is a father. That man is a grandfather, uncle. He got people that love him too, whether you don't. And for people to be trying to sit up, now see, when people were trying to justify George Floyd, oh, he was a dopehead. Everybody was all up in the uproar. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but now you got people trying to justify a former president getting his wig pushed back because of whatever the media told you. It's like, brother, hypocrisy about a lot of this is crazy.
it is.
Now you don't have to like nobody, but for y'all, well, for certain people to be sitting up, even people like Whoopi Goldberg and her ilk, like they were sitting up talking about you should have had a better shooter and he shouldn't have missed. It's like, bro, y'all are literally sitting up trying to
Whippy
justify.
said that? You said Whippy said
Yeah,
that?
bro.
I knew she was
Whoopi
gonna say that.
Goldberg, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you don't have to like people. So it's like, what are y'all saying? Everybody y'all don't like, they got to be unalive?
Right. Yeah. That. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If Trump was a Democrat, y'all would have loved him. Y'all would love you Negroes would love him if he was a Democrat. Because in the 90s, Young Jock, he was all in rap songs. Anybody who was black and prominent, he's on pictures with him. Biden is an honorary Klansman. But yet y'all have this loyalty to this guy. He eulogized Robert Byrd. I don't like Biden. I can't stand Biden. But do I want to see somebody take an AR-15 and push his wig back? No.
Same thing.
Exactly.
So for y'all to be trying to justify that, man, y'all need to check yourself, bro.
Hey, Big E,
Like real big.
let
Go
me add
ahead.
on to that. Let me add on to that. I don't know if you've seen this, but I saw somebody did a study. Like it was some like psychologist. He did a study where he said the cancel culture will bring in the deaf culture. Because they say if we can be okay with just canceling somebody, like if it's an entertainer or whatever, we totally cancel it from society. Nobody pay attention to them. That's just like dying. Like, if you're totally gone, we're gonna exit you out of all of existence. So if we're comfortable with that and okay with that, then what's different with some and what you said is that's exactly what it is, bro. I said I made the exact post that you said about 3 days ago. Like I said, yo, I don't like Biden, yo. But I don't want to see that man harmed, yo. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because I don't like the man, don't mean I want to see that man harmed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in the fact, and like I said the people that saying that, you need to get that energy out your heart, yo. Because again, these are people who never met this man. Trump never did. How can you want somebody that to happen to somebody that never did nothing to you personally, yo? That says something about
Man.
you. And it's just weird to me. It's weird, but everybody, people can make their excuses, they can say whatever. And again, I'm not saying, hey, this world, one thing God give us is free will. You can be whoever you want to be. But when your time comes,
Facts.
remember what's in your heart. Don't try and make it like that ain't there. Don't try and make it like that ain't there. You know who you are, yo. It's all good. I'm saying, I know I'm God's son.
I do take issue with those that think that the thing that was staged or think that it was a game or a political game that people are playing. You don't play around with your life like that. And for, like, I love Willie D, but damn, Willie D made a whole video praising the shooter, the guy that got killed, and I was like, damn, is the TDS that bad in our society where you can't see that a man, if he's willing to die for the country, because make no mistake, that man got a good life. He don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? He really don't. He got properties around the world. I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he'd have access to plenty women. So he don't have to do none of the stuff that he's doing for the country. And a lot of people, especially after getting shot, would have tapped out. So I just commend the fight, because it takes a lot of fight to go up against what he's going up against. And a lot of people really don't understand what Trump is going against. There's a lot of powerful, rich people that don't want us to see the American dream. And Trump is definitely standing in the way of that. And for those that say that shooter was a bad shot, if Trump hadn't turned his head, brains would have got blown out in front of the world. So I think the dude was a good shot. He wasn't a great shot. And the reason that he wasn't a trained assassin, because think about it, the bullets that them trained assassins use, it would probably be traced back to some government problem. And it would be easy and that would just raise more questions. So you get a useful idiot, you put the battery in his back, you give him a 2-minute window to get onto that roof, and with a stand down order for the snipers, I think they gave him the time. He might have even thought he was gonna come off that roof alive, but they had
Right,
explosives in his
and
car.
we're talking about collateral damage. He might have been the collateral damage that everybody was talking about.
For sure,
And he
Yes,
didn't even
sir.
know that he was gonna get unalive to cover up the truth.
For sure. I'm guaranteeing you he didn't know that they he all them explosives in his car and at his parents' crib. He probably thought he was part of some big government operation, and little did he
Then
know
he's
he
a
was going.
dummy. The shooter
Yeah,
always die. The shooter
yeah.
always die. except the Reagan situation. They arrested him and took him to jail, which I don't understand. He was that close, and the black dude had a revolver right there. He could have took him out. But they chose
Yeah,
to
but I
dive
don't
on the guy.
and I don't see why they gaslight people like that. Like, like what they were saying, like with Willie D. Okay, Willie D, why are you gaslighting people? Like, you know what I mean? Because people that have influence, your words carry a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Willie D is a veteran of what's happening out here. He's a rapper. He has an influence. You know what I mean? And for you to perpetuate that kind of hate, because see what I'm saying? If Willie D was a white man and he was said that exact same thing about Obama, oh my God, all of the we shall overcome as Negroes would have been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like, bro, for you to think that it's appropriate to be talking about, you know, I applaud the shooter, I appreciate the shooter. It's like, bro, to me, that's something that you should have kept to yourself. You get what I'm
Damn,
saying? Like
I didn't know Willie D said that. Now I fuck with Willie D, but I didn't know he
a
said that.
whole video, KB, a whole video,
I
a
gotta go check
whole
it out.
video.
And I know he don't like Trump. Shit, because he see my videos. He know I don't like or dislike Trump because he didn't do anything to me, and I don't think he was as bad as everybody said in office. I think the media spun it to where people are afraid to say that, but I don't know what his personal issue is. But he definitely shouldn't have said shout out to the shooter. That's crazy.
Right, you get what I'm saying? So what they do, and even see when you get the Joy Reid's calling the man Hitler and all these various news organizations making him out to be the worst thing, you know, it's a lot of uh, white people that have a lot of ammunition and artillery, and they are down to do it. So when you gaslight the people like that, you know, to do your dirty work, I mean, you know, bro, it is insane to me. Everybody be talking about, you know, everybody swear up and down they have this morality, but then we'll try to justify a live murder on TV. You get just because you don't like the man. I mean, again, I thought in my adult life, the 4 years under the Trump was better than Bush, Obama, Reagan, all of them, in my personal opinion. If you've lived some life, you might even say the same thing. But to basically call out a murder because you don't like the man, to say that a man will put himself in harm's way because you just don't like the man is insane to me. None of us are in politics, so these are all opinions. But you know, the fact is somebody did die in that situation. Even the shooter died. You know what I mean? So you can't say a situation was fake when there's bodies. You know what I mean? When we saw it unfold on live TV, bro, they tried to JFK him. JFK wasn't a fake. That wasn't fake. So I don't think they was trying to fake this one either. Like, why would they? Again, like I said, the man was already winning. So for him to put himself in harm's way just makes no sense on no level.
Yeah.
And if they were successful at the campaign to fully dehumanize Trump, people, it would have been more people than just Willie D saying, "Ah, that's all right, it's all right, he got killed," but they was unsuccessful with it. Because think about this, a lot of people think that this is just going on in these past few years. This has been going on since that man came down the golden escalator. It was more. A lot of people was calling for his death. A lot of people wanted to see him dead. All over the former Twitter, all over social media, there was a lot of people calling for Trump's death. So you think of this 8 years of programming, and you don't think that won't produce somebody that wants to put a bullet in his ass? When all he really was trying to do, especially on the campaign trail, for those of y'all that remember in 2016, he told the black community, "What the hell do you have to lose?" And a lot of people
That's
lost their minds
racist.
about that.
That's racist.
You know, yeah, a lot of people lost their mind about that. But what he was saying was, and it come to prove true, if I give black people the opportunity, look what they can do. And that's what the opportunity zones, and that's what all of the brothers in the hood was talking about. That's why they said they had money, because a lot of that money from the opportunity zones and from them doing their little side hustles and all that stuff, money was coming back to the hood. That's what they was talking about.
Yo,
You know,
Chris, that totally affected me and my people. Yo, the opportunity. One of my homies right now, like I'm in VA. It's a city in VA called Newport News. It's kind of kind of downtown Newport News, kind of a bad area, whatever. I got a bro from down there, bro. Through that opportunity zone, this dude, he's an artist. He's an artist, been an artist, well known artist or whatever out here. He has a whole art museum. Nice size joint, upstairs, downstairs, big joint. He holds events there and everything. Got that through the opportunity zones. Me and his brother had two businesses. One was his brother does film. He's a director. He had a joint for nonprofit for kids called the Fam Project, Future Actors and Media Makers, basically showing kids, not just about being an actor, but how to do all the behind the scenes stuff, all the you know what I'm saying, controlling the computer, all
Right.
the editing, all that stuff. And he also had a boxing gym. These are two public, with people coming in. This is right in 2020, right when COVID came. Had to shut both of them down. Like bro, I can see how all that, like Big E said, I had the best time I've ever had, and not just me, but everybody I know was doing their best when Trump was in office, yo. It's just crazy. Like, I don't know how people overlook all that when it was just a few years ago.
But
Good
I had
morning,
a few
panel.
home.
What's
How
Hey,
up?
y'all
hey,
doing?
hey. All right, all right.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, good
Hey,
morning. Good morning.
my question is, when are they going to hold the Secret Service accountable, like publicly? Because this is ridiculous. That's my main thing. They dropped the ball, something serious, and I want to know, when are they going to be held responsible for that?
They
They
won't.
won't
They'll
be.
kill him before they hold him responsible.
Yeah,
They'll
they
kill him.
won't be.
They'll kill him first.
We probably
Somebody
won't
needs to
hear
be
nothing
held
till Trump get in office.
responsible. Somebody needs to be fired. Charges probably need to be pressed, because that's ridiculous. That should not have been
But what
allowed to.
does history tell you? What did history tell you? Remember, they killed Oswald. They killed Jack Ruby. Everybody who they thought was in association with that assassination died. So before they hold anybody accountable, anybody who know anything, they'll start. You'll start. Bodies will drop before they hold anybody accountable publicly. That's a fact.
Yeah, somebody needs to be brought up on something, because this is ridiculous. That's my main thing with all of this. They dropped the ball, something serious. They had one job. They had one job, regardless how you feel about the person that they're supposed to protect. That's their job that they signed up for, to put their life at risk to protect him, and they didn't. And then when they were getting told that this man was scaling up the barn and was up there, they did nothing, which they should have been able to see it if bystanders that aren't trained to see this type of shit seen it. And that's the upsetting part.
You're
Something
right.
has to give, in my opinion.
I think Trump knows the mission now, being that he survived and he dodged a big bullet. I think he knows the mission now, that he has to completely go after these people. They tried to signal to him, oh, or if you get elected, are you going to go after your enemies for what they did to you? But I think he knows now that they're not going to, if they want to try to kill him this time, they'll try to kill him again. And he knows he has to go after these people with everything he has on the power of the presidency, and with a little bit of help from we the people, because there's some wicked people. Make no mistake, if you're not a religious person, think of it as a spiritual thing of good versus evil. And the forces that he's going against, the child traffickers, the sex traffickers, the fentanyl smugglers, the goddamn white collar criminals that want to live in their world of big money and power, all of them stand to lose something when Trump gets back into office, because they know that he's going to turn that money back to the people, and they have no power again. So it gives them a much great incentive to take him out, because if they don't, their way of life could be damn well over. So that's why you're not going to see no accountability in this administration. And hell, you couldn't get none when Trump was president, and he, for whatever reason, was hands off with the Department of Justice. If that's any critique of Trump that I had, was that you was hands off with the Department of Justice for whatever reason. You didn't fire nobody, didn't make no wholesale changes, and that came back to bite him in the ass right now. But you're going to have to make changes in all the major agencies in the federal government to really make change.
Hey Kwame, I wanted to say something too. I watched a couple of military channels yesterday, and they were showing the shooting, like they were showing like Trump's head, like the way he turned it, and like the travel of the bullet. And they did say, like, if he wouldn't have turned his head to where it hit his ear, the way that they said it would have hit like right in the medulla oblongata, like right in the back of his head, like it was going straight there. But when he turned, it made it hit his ear and like go straight across his head as opposed to through it. The joint was crazy. It was crazy.
How far away was the bullet? Because I remember you saying if it's that close, it would have burnt this. It would have created more damage. So how far was the bullet over?
They
Big
were
E, you got to
showing.
put your mic on mute. You keep coming off the mute, but your mic is distorting the conversation. So just go on mute till you're talking. But do you think it would have burnt or did more damage with the closeness that you saw in the video?
Like I said, that's why I say, bro, it's so hard to determine. Like ballistic coefficiency is like it ain't. It's a science to the way the bullet travels, but that once that bullet hits anything, everything changes. It's like you. It's so hard to the way they are making it look from the video they showed was like it went right along his ear type shit. So they not making it like it went through his ear. They make it look like it went along it. So again, and like I say, bro, that it's just so hard to say, like, because a 223 bullet is very small, yo. It's very, we talking about like this big, like it's very
Yeah.
small, the bullet itself. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an expert. Yeah, I'm a gunsmith. I know the basic sciences of how bullets travel, but I'm not going to sit here and say like I can definitively say what that bullet would have did. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is from the way they were showing it, the angle they showed it, it's like they showed it went right along his ear. It didn't show going through his ear because you really got to think if it probably would have went through his ear, it would have went through some of his head unless it.
Yeah, it would have blew his head off.
Yeah, so I
And
think
he didn't turn. He a lucky dude that he said,
man,
"Let me not look at this teleprompter because it's boring." And then he turned his head like that. Otherwise, I think it would have been a problem.
yo, it's crazy. And it's like I said, it just bring me back to like I said yesterday, bro. Like the people who act like it would have been cool if something else would have happened. Like, bro, what are y'all, yo, man, yo? Because it's like I say, Kwame, and I know your brother, like you know, bro. No, with what I know, with what I have, and what I know, the skills I have, bro. I don't never want to have to use this on a person, bro.
Right.
I don't never want, like, I'm a target shooter. Like, I'll be real. I'm not even a hunter. And no knock on nobody who does hunt, but I'm saying me. I'm a target shooter, bro. I don't want to take the life of nothing for real, bro.
Yeah.
So
But if Trump would have got killed, all the people who do all that talking, boy, look at him. But
man,
they got the video of what Biden said. I think Bolo finna play it. Shout out to you, Bolo.
Right. Thank you, Mark. Critics calling out President Biden and some Democrats for using volatile language against former President Trump just days before the attack. Politico reports that a week ago, Biden told donors, we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. And one day before the shooting, Biden called Trump a threat to this nation.
The character assassination of President Trump has been pathetic, disgusting, and the fomenting of violence is a natural outcome of the national media continuing to say that Donald Trump is an existential threat to American democracy.
After the shooting, an aide to Democratic Congressman Benny Thompson posted on Facebook, "I don't condone violence, but please get you some shooting lessons so you don't miss next time." Well, Congressman Thompson told Fox News, "I was made aware of a post made by a staff member, and she is no longer in my employment." Critics are also pointing out that in April, Thompson proposed a bill that would have removed Secret Service protection from Donald Trump.
I didn't hear nothing that Biden said.
They just gonna hold him responsible for what everybody else talking about.
Biden and some Democrats for using volatile language against
Oh, you know what
President
Biden
Trump
said?
just days
He
before the
need to
attack.
put him in a
Politico
bullseye.
reports that a week ago, Biden told donors, we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. And
Oh, there it is.
See, KB, I told you. I told you.
Yeah,
What
that's
does what does that mean? Put Trump in a bullseye.
make him the target.
Bro, when you got people gaslit and you smeared the man's name, they're going to take it as a green light, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? And if people don't think, if they would have succeeded, if y'all have thought them good old boys was tripping before, if they'd have succeeded in doing that to Trump, this country would still be burning down right now. The good old boys ain't having it.
So why is he not under scrutiny like they said with Trump with January 6th? Why they ain't saying nothing about Biden?
Because Merrick Garland had already said he was too old. Remember when he got caught with them documents and they were saying prosecute him like you did Trump? Merrick Garland said that he was too old and don't think he would get the conviction. So he wasn't even going to try him.
Hey KB, salute. I gotta go. Salute to the platform. Salute to the chat. I gotta go, bro. Salute.
Salute to you, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. He unfit to go to trial, but he's fit to be a president. Makes sense.
Nah, what's good for the goose need to be good for the gander. They held Trump responsible for all them crazy motherfuckers on January 6th because of his rhetoric. So now we have rhetoric by multiple people, and this happened, and somebody got killed, a couple people got hurt, and the ex-president had his life almost assassinated. I don't care what nobody's talking about.
Despite what the Secret Service leader is saying, the head of the Secret Service, despite what the police are saying, people still think it's a conspiracy that Trump planned it.
Yeah. I don't think he had no reason to plan it, so I'm not falling for that. He didn't have no reason. He was already up. Plan it for what?
Hey, yo, and Kwame, I just want to say that Joe Biden's excuse was, when he said put Trump in the bullseye, it meant to focus on Trump because Trump is campaigning and he's coming up in numbers. So his people need to focus on Trump and how he's campaigning. That's what the bullseye meant. That's from Joe Biden.
So he couldn't say that. He had to say, let's put a bullseye on him right before he gets shot at. And what have you been focusing on this whole time if you ain't been focusing on Trump? What, you locked up at Camp David trying to prepare for a fucking debate with Trump? What else are they focusing on?
Bro,
that makes no sense.
None at all. But they let it go. They let it fly. I mean, but again, everybody knows the Democrat. As long as the Democrats control the majority of the mainstream mediums, then they can paint the narratives, yo. Like, that's what it is. We never get the truth. We get the narrative, you know what I'm saying, of what they want to deem truthful. But we don't never get the truth.
Yeah, but what's crazy, they only do this, it seems to me, to black people. Like, you don't never see these politicians go lobby to the small hats. You don't never see these politicians lobby and go hard at no other group the way that they do black people. They telling black people Trump is a threat. They're telling black people he's going to put you in chains. They don't tell no other demographic, and it's all kind of people in America. But they don't tell this to these other groups that Trump's going to put you in chains and he's going to end your Social Security and he's going to take away your abortion rights. They don't even they don't even campaign that to other groups, only to black people. And it seems like they only panicked when they see black Democratic support falling off. That's when it seems like they sounding the alarms now.
What I don't
Because
understand,
they wasn't lobbying to no other groups.
what I don't understand about the whole women's rights thing is, on one hand they saying women's rights to have abortions, but on the other hand they saying Black Lives Matter. So do Black Lives matter everywhere but in the womb? Because in the womb they want to kill the black life, but I guess when it's born it matter. I don't understand that. Like, how can you be pro Black Life Matter, but if it don't matter in the womb, how do it matter anywhere?
Because if you're not ready to have that baby, why are you going to have that baby?
I mean, that's different.
At
That's
the end of
personal.
the day, why have a baby if you're not ready and if you're not able to take care of that baby and you're just going to be one more person on the system?
But if people look at, even when they overturned Roe v. Wade, if you looked at the states, it wasn't going to affect none of the states where it's predominantly black people, if you really look at it. So I don't know why black women are so upset. Y'all still gonna be able to kill babies. That free
Well,
will.
the future of black people come through the womb. So if they're trying to convince all of the women to, use that, then 100 years from now, it ain't gonna be enough of us here, regardless of however people think of it. Everybody else is multiple. Y'all remember Octomom? They having about a dozens, but not to get off the subject. I'm just saying it seems like anything we get behind, they want to stymie that. They want to stifle that. Anything that we champion, it seems like they want to kill it off. And like I said, Trump has gotten more black support probably than any Republican president in history. Now, that's just my personal opinion. Anything we get behind, they're going to go against it. You know what I mean? The Democrats have not had to deal with their voter base going
Hold
away
on, we
from them.
added
They've
somebody to
never.
the stage. Who is this? Shantez Booker.
Yo,
Yo,
man, I got a mouthful of goddamn sauce and bitch right now. Let somebody else talk. Hold
who
on.
is this? Shantez Booker?
Yo, what's up, man?
That's who this is?
Yeah, bro, you just caught me in a mouthful, bro. I'm trying to eat my
All
breakfast,
right, well,
man.
go ahead and mute your mic and eat your food. I'll let Al W talk.
Uh,
He kept it
I
real as
want,
fuck. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that wasn't nobody finna do no bombing, so I had to put a little overlay up.
He kept it real. I like that. Yeah.
Al W, what's up?
Yeah, what's that, Paul?
Chilling, man.
Say, bro, I gotta see this, bro. We're talking about abortion, right? See, they tell me like where I work is just like my union is all Democrat. Like that's just how they are. That's how they operate, right? And when I ask them these questions, they can't give me a proper answer other than oh, you just a Trump supporter. Like, no. Am I pro-abortion? No, I'm not. But that's my belief. All right. Well, you're not pro-abortion, so that means you want to have kids, have these kids running around. Well, how about we take control of ourselves? Because with free pleasure, they telling us that we just do with our will, pleasure ourselves with no consequences. How about we take care of ourselves? Put on some condoms. There's contraception all over the place. Oh, but you want me to be forced to keep this kid? Well, you stop having sex then. If you do, protect yourself. I had my first kid till I was 31, and I've been acting since I was 15. How did I do that? I didn't have an abortion, and I was out there. I protected myself. And then the woman I met at 24, not only did I protect myself, she was on birth control. Ended up marrying this woman. The day we said I do, all that came off. 9 months after that, she's pregnant. Protect yourself. Don't sit here talking about, oh, we gotta kill these kids just because we having sex. Like that, they all the left does, and I'm saying the left because this is Democrat. This is how this operates. Is the alphabet community? They don't procreate. That's death.
Talk.
It's abortion. That's death.
Talk.
It's oh, do what thou wilt. Pleasure yourself. That's AIDS, STDs. That's death. That I don't agree with that. So what does that have to do with me? Why would I support that? Oh, well they're gonna take your welfare, dude. I work. Most of my family works. What that's gonna do for me? I'm not on the street. I've been working since I was 16 years old. What that's gonna do for me? Nothing they offer benefits me. But these guys on the other side, smaller government and lower taxes. Oh, I'm down for that. Second Amendment right. I'm definitely down for that. Hopefully I never have to use it. Make your own way. Allow me to farm my own land. Allow me to grow things. Stop putting these restrictions on me. I'm down for that. But that makes me an enemy for saying that. And I told y'all last week they was gonna try to take that man out. I told y'all.
You
I'm
damn
done
sure
now.
did. You damn sure did. I remember that.
Definitely a real life Game of Thrones going on right now too, because a lot of people not talking about right before the assassination attempt, the Democrats were trying to force Joe Biden out, and that drumbeat was growing louder every day. So a lot of this have bought Biden some time because the Obamas and the Bidens don't like each other, as well as the Clintons. So behind the scenes, it's a lot of gesturing to try to get Biden out of there because they know down ticket that they're going to lose the House and the Senate with Biden staying
Wow.
on the ticket,
Yep.
and they
Hey,
won't
I'm
be
gonna
able.
say
And
this.
they,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that with especially now that I never seen this in a political cycle where the Republicans are out earning the Democrats in terms of fundraising. And now that you have Elon Musk committing $45 million a month for the rest of the election, it's going to be a lot harder for them to steal it this time. Like they said, they tried to hint that they were going to bring the lockdowns back, but the people was bucking against that.
that people wasn't going to have a second lockdown, so they can't use that this time. And it's all a matter of let me ask the panel something. Biden is so bad. Who do the Democrats have? Like, okay, they're trying to bypass Kamala Headboard. She's such a bad VP that they don't even want to give her no consideration. So to me, it's not like the Demtar or the Democrats even have a candidate. Gavin Newsom is trash. I'm in California, so I can tell you he's trash. They literally do not have a candidate that's worth anything to replace Biden with. You know what I'm saying? They really don't even. They're trying to go past Kamala Headboard because she's even less popular with the people than Biden is. So who do the Democrats? I ain't talking about no. I'm saying who do the Democrats really have? No, Gavin Newsom is trash, bro.
They got Gavin
Let me
Newsom.
get this
That's what
one.
they like.
Let me
No,
get this
he's
one.
trash. In California, Gavin Newsom is trash, bro. I
Well,
live in California.
he might be trash, but that's who they want. They want Gavin Newsom.
That's why the assassination attempt was real. Nikki Haley was still in the GOP. If Trump didn't turn his head, Nikki Haley would have been our president. That's what would have went on.
They definitely want Gavin Newsom, but the problem is Kamala Harris is in the way. Her name is still attached to the ticket, so they
Oh,
can't.
she a
That
company
money,
woman. She gonna do what that white
yeah,
man
that
tell her. She gonna step aside. I guarantee it. You heard?
they
Listen,
she would.
she can rally black women so easily. She hadn't said a word.
She
All the
knows.
black
She
women would come
knows.
out. She know better.
I think they gonna. I
If she
think.
pull that black
I
card,
don't think
there
they're gonna slip
assassination attempt
Michelle
her
in.
ass.
They're gonna slip Michelle in last minute because it's gonna make people so hyped. Like that's what I think. I think Michelle is still. That's why she's so quiet. She's the only golden ticket. She the only one that if they put her up, it'll be so many black women alone that will be like that will be it for them, and then it'll be so many other women. I
I
mean,
agree with that. It'll be over.
that's what I think, and I
She
just think
no.
they let Michelle will never. She said she doesn't want to do. She said it many times. She doesn't want to do it, bro. Barack already said I would like to have a third term if I could be in my basement, just make with an earpiece and making a decision. That's Joe Biden right now. But now he want to be like, yo,
Yeah.
let's catch this all the way out. I mean, bro, Joe Biden is the puppet while Barack got the earpiece and he said it, and that's what it is, bro. I mean, like I'm telling you, Michelle they're gonna slip her in last minute, and the only reason they won't, and this might change it, the little attempt might change it, because if they don't think she can win for sure, they're not gonna do it. The only way they'll put her in, because I'm telling you, bro, what really messed things up, they messed up how they cheated. I mean, people can hate it allegedly. How they allegedly cheated on the last one, they can't do that this time. They had to
They gotta make sure that the white folks and the foreign officials will respect Michelle Obama, because the people that got the money, I don't think they're gonna respect that. They tired of this inflation. They tired of things going up. So I think even they want the money man Trump in now. You know, Elon Musk said he gonna donate 45 million to Trump. Is it 45 million a month or something like that?
I heard
So
45
the
million.
money
Yeah,
people are
45
behind
million a
Trump because they
month.
tired of playing, huh?
Yeah.
Was it 25 or 45?
No, 45 million.
45.
I heard the same thing.
45 a month?
Yep.
What
I heard
makes you think
45
that
million a
Michelle
month.
would even want to run?
Damn. Huh?
I'm talking to Mega. What makes you even think that that's something Michelle wants to do?
this is what I think personally. And again, I ain't saying I'm no expert. This is what I think though. I think that it's not about if she wants to or not. They don't want to lose power, the Democrats as a whole. And I think, like, again, I personally think that after that attempt, I think it changed things because, again, if they could see her as a sure shot win, they'll put her in there. But if they don't see her, they can't afford her to lose against Trump. If she loses against Trump, that looks bad for them. So that's what. But I don't. It ain't about whether you want to. They want to control, as we can see. It ain't about what you want.
If she don't want to do it, she's not going to do it. Her life is fine regardless.
Again, like I say, I'm only saying what I think. I ain't saying I'm some, like my thoughts are the reality. I'm just saying what I think. That's what I think. I think if they thought, if that attempt wouldn't have happened, she was the only one. Gavin could not do it. None of them other names they had on their list could not do it. And they man, like I said, that's the only That's the only hope they have for that party. The only hope. And the only thing they might do is let Trump go because they know he only got one more term. They might hold her. They might hold. And again, I could be wrong. Maybe because it ain't like again, like you say, she don't want to do it. Do she really got to? Do y'all really think Joe Biden is running things? He's not the president. So if she don't want to do it, she can sit back and let her husband do it. He did it before. I don't see how people don't, because like even with the Bill Clinton, Hillary is the one with the power. Hillary got the power. Her family got the power. So I mean, it don't matter just because of she the woman. So she can let her man be the one making, executive decisions with her.
I just think I think the only issue with that is that would bring back all the Michael talk again. And a lot of people towards the end of the Obama presidency was digging into that Michelle Obama allegedly being a man. And a lot of people, conspiracy theorists, thought that Joan Rivers got killed because she said that on national TV as much. So I think that that would be the only issue with a Michelle Obama running, is that all those people that was looking into Michael are going to start coming back again. And God forbid it's true.
Yeah, bro, I've never called my wife
The
Michael,
Hillary
bro,
thing, the Hillary hits, the
on
Hillary.
multiple occasions. That's never happened to me. I've never called my wife Michael.
Exactly, bro. 2 times on camera.
Multiple times.
Exactly.
Multiple times. I've never
Who
done that.
called who called their wife Michael?
Barack is on
Obama.
camera twice. He said,
Man,
Wow.
y'all stop the bullshit, man. Stop hating on Barack,
pull that
man.
up
I'm
on
gonna start putting
I'm
some
not
respect
hating.
on
It's
it.
the truth. That really happened.
I don't believe it. Biden ain't
That's
that. He ain't say
ridiculous.
that, man.
That's ridiculous. So now she's a man. That's what you're
No, I
saying.
didn't say that. I didn't
Ain't no
say that.
way
The
he
only
said
thing
that,
I
man.
said was I would never call my wife a man. Like, I'm not gonna
Okay,
mistake her
but have
name
you
for
ever
mine.
misspoke before?
Not on her name.
Like,
How
come
you
on.
get Michael and Michelle multiple times on camera on multiple different occasions? Come on now. Now
So
I'm
with
not
that
jumping
being
to
said,
conclusions, but
with
the
that
only thing
being
I
said,
said
when
is
he
I smell
misspoke,
food.
his wife is a man.
I didn't say that. All I said was I've never called my wife Michael.
Michael and I, Michael and I,
Michael and I. Oh, I would like to thank Michael. Like, oh, my wife, Michelle.
Yeah,
I've never
she's
done
not
that.
gonna want to run and have to deal with dumb shit like that ain't got nothing to do with being a president.
Hey, hey, all I know, I got a
Because
big
that's
one I
how
want to
people.
see, but
That's
I'm
the
trying to
type of
keep my
shit
mouth
people.
shut.
That's the type of stuff people, like you said, will bring up. Not what it is
Big
that
E,
she would
come
want to
back when
do
your
for the
mic
country.
fixed. Go ahead, V. I just wanted to let Big E know I dropped him down because his mic tearing up the camera.
Nah, this is the world we live in. She would not run again. I think she was happy and ready for her husband to be done being a president because a lot of shit comes with that. A lot of dumb shit comes with that. Like people saying that she a man because her husband misspoke twice. The fuck?
Well, they were saying that before, like way
Yeah,
before
That's
that.
because
not
they
the
ignorant. Because
They
they
were saying
ignorant.
that
They
way
saying she
before.
look manly and shit.
That ain't the
That's
only
the
reason.
world we live in.
How she ain't got
Uh,
no pictures being pregnant? My mother older than her. My mother got pictures of me and my sister with her pregnant with me and my sister. Why? How is she the only woman as popular as she is? She don't got one picture being pregnant with 2 kids.
Yeah, the same way they tried to say that President
Hold on,
Obama
hold on,
wasn't
hold on,
born in
hold
this
on, hold on.
country
Wait a minute,
because
wait a
he
minute,
didn't
wait a
show
minute.
his
Hold on,
birth
hold on.
certificate.
Hold up, V. Hold up, V. This is the first time I heard that. Michelle Obama don't have one
Look
pregnancy
for it.
picture.
Look for it.
go
Look
look
it up.
for it. They got
Wow,
a fake one
Not a
that's
single one.
Photoshop. That's about
not
it.
one,
amazing.
They let the AI make one.
not one.
6 fingers. Feel the AI make one.
Wow.
She had 6 fingers. Holding her
But
stomach.
see, if it sounds crazy, and like I said, I ain't gonna jump into it, but I've never called my wife Michael. I'm sorry, that's never happened before. Not
Aside from
once.
that, aside from that, I've never not seen a black woman take a picture of their belly while they were pregnant. That's almost like a thing.
This is
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah,
To lift up
that's.
your shirt and have that belly out, that's the thing. I took all of my baby
But
mamas to get that
if
picture
you
done.
think about it, it makes sense why he pushed back in 2014 so hard for the album. For the
They
alpha,
saying the same thing
alpha.
about the president of France wife that she a man. Y'all believe that
Oh
too?
yeah, I saw that too.
Hey,
Hey,
I
bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Listen,
nothing is outside reality, out the realm of reality with these people.
look at the world. Look what we're pushing. Why is this so hard to believe? Look how hard the world is pushing in that direction. Why is this so hard to believe? In 5 years, we're gonna be enemies simply for being heterosexual. 5 to 10 years. We're gonna be the enemy. Look how it's happening now. My son, I told Mr. KB last week that he came home and told me that my teacher said it's okay for two to have two dads or two moms. And I said, well, son, what you think? I got a mommy and a daddy. There you go, buddy. It starts at home. They're pushing this. My son's 6 years old. He's not old. He's just a kid. Like this is what's pushing. I like in 10 years since Obama made that decree, painted the White House in rainbow colors, right? Look how much things has changed. You can't push that far to believe that there's something else going on behind that. That Michael may be real, just maybe. I don't know, but just maybe.
Crazy.
Or even Emmanuel Macron's wife, uh, just maybe. I'm just saying
Hey,
something just ain't right. Shout out to Dan D. Hope your power's on,
Hey,
brother.
Kyra, so sweet. Do you have any baby pictures of your stomach? Not baby pictures, but pregnancy pictures? Hit the link if you do.
Put a one in the chat if you got a if for you a woman and you got a baby picture, you got a baby and you took a picture with being pregnant. Put a one in the chat.
Yeah, put a one in the
Now, hey,
chat.
look,
If you took a picture of your stomach while you were pregnant, I've never seen a woman not do that. I haven't. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
And for any woman, even if you any woman who has a female in their family who was alive during cameras time being around, ask them. Ask your grandmother if she got a picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just ask people. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
my people got Polaroids of they belly. Like shit. I've never seen
hey,
that
look,
not being done.
it's not just that. It's not just the Michael talk. They actually got, in the day of altered video, they got video of her dancing, coming down steps, something swinging. I don't know. I don't know,
As
but that video is out there. So,
So SJ, let me ask you
those
this.
questions, those
Hold
questions
on,
come back.
SJ, you might have not have had you might have not have took a picture with your stomach out, but did you take a picture while pregnant? Period. Like, cause was your stomach showing while pregnant?
and who's to say
Cause
that you
y'all are
doesn't
saying
have
y'all don't see
nobody?
her pregnant at all.
Who's to
Y'all
say
don't
she
see a
don't have
picture of
kids?
her pregnant at all.
She says she doesn't have a picture. She said it herself because they asked her about it and she said it. So
Mm.
Now
that's
the belly don't have to be out, but for 9 months you didn't take one picture on two kids.
On two occasions.
I ain't fans of none of these
My
people. So I'm
thing
not
is,
That's a
why
saying
lot.
is that even a topic of discussion?
I mean, why not? That is an
Like,
alarming thing. With all the
that's
stuff that's going on, why not?
I don't get my feelings involved with none of these people. So it's not that serious to me either way. I'm just telling you.
It's really not. I'm just really going along.
Yeah, it's
But
just
it's the
called out
truth.
what it is.
It is what it is.
The truth
Like
hurt
I'm
though.
just saying, just don't be shocked when when things become out. When things get revealed, just don't be shocked.
I'm not gonna be shocked either way because that doesn't affect my everyday life. So I
I
don't
don't know.
understand why that's being
They're
brought,
gonna have
but
some.
why
They're gonna
that's
have some black women
constantly,
laid out in
why
the
that's
streets real
constantly
soon.
attacked for her.
I don't know if it's if I call it an attack. Considering, I
Thing is
think
an
that the
everything is
only
an
thing I
attack
can say is,
on this
yeah,
man.
yeah. I don't think it's an attack, but I can say
You
that like
calling a
with
woman a
certain.
man that hasn't said that she's a man with no real proof, to me that's an attack.
He didn't call her a man. He
Okay,
said he wanted
I would
Mike.
say
He never called her a man
that
one time.
not once, but I would say that when anytime somebody calls their wife Michael on
Most
multiple occasions at different times, there's smoke, there's fire. Not to mention the pregnancy thing. Not to mention his radical push. This man who's a head of a father, head of a family with two beautiful kids. I don't believe in this, and then get into the office and make laws all across the land for that, and then go to other countries and try to push it on. I'm sorry. There's a lot of smoke out there, baby. I'm sorry. I got to say that.
Yeah, that is a lot. I'm not saying she's a man. This is the first
I'm
time
not
I
saying
heard this.
she is,
Yeah,
but there's a lot
this
of
is the
smoke.
first time I heard this stuff. But that's why I want to hear it because I believe a lot of this shit is bullshit. And I always wonder why things are the way that they are. But that would make sense if that's the case. I've never seen a black woman not take a picture of their pregnancy. They're proud of it. So I don't know why she wouldn't be proud of it. I don't get it. That's a question that I would love to ask, but I'm not elite enough to ask her that question. Because I would definitely want to know that answer.
It's not just pregnancy pictures too. It's they got pictures of Obama going back to him a teenager. They don't have those for Michelle Obama, but they
Wait a
do
minute,
have
hold on now.
pictures
They don't
of
even have teenage pictures of this woman. They got teenage pictures of
no,
everybody. She ain't in the yearbook.
no, they don't got teenage pictures of Michelle Obama. But
I
what
did.
they do, I'm not saying she a man, but what they do have pictures of a Michael Robinson. That's what they have
Lavon,
pictures
Michael
of.
Lavon
Teen,
Robinson.
I did. Now I
yeah,
did see a
they do
picture
have pictures of that.
of young
Man,
as a little
stop
girl.
bullshit,
So
man.
y'all think that's why President Obama gave rights to gay people
I
because his
didn't. I
his
didn't
wife
say
is a
that.
man? I'm no, I'm
I didn't say
asking.
that.
I'm just
I
asking you. Do
didn't
you
say that.
think
The
that
only
is
thing I
why
said
he
was there's
gave
smoke that
rights to
may be
gay
fire.
people
Somebody
because his
might just be
wife is a man?
barbecuing. That may be where the smoke come from. But when there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I'm saying. It really don't mean too much to me, but it would explain a lot.
I did see a picture of her as a kid with little, braids and barrettes. I did see that
I
like when
saw
she was
that before too.
black. So but I haven't seen none of her as a teenager. But I did see the picture that they showed her as a little girl with the barrettes and everything and Oblak. So they say, and I'm saying, but I listen. I ain't saying what it is, but like, okay, let me. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Like you said, it's a lot of smoke. I ain't gonna go all into it, man. Obama,
Yeah, like it don't really matter, but it would make sense.
yeah,
It would make sense why they sending these entertainers to the
Yes,
school to make over sexualize these little kids, and
yes,
why they're sending
yes,
people to read to these little kids half naked. It would make because
yes.
I'm wondering why are these people going to these schools? I don't get it.
hey,
All of a sudden, once that 2014, once he did 2015, once he did that, all of a sudden everything happened. Then he passed the law to where if you're a kid who thinks he's the opposite gender, you can use the opposite gender's bathroom in school. All of a sudden, you got these weird books in school for kids since that day under
yep,
B. Obama.
yep. Hey,
Well,
Kwame,
there's smoke, there's fire, but like I said, somebody could just be barbecuing. That's all I can say.
Al Double, you might have heard that. You might have seen this, but Kwame. So have you
They
seen
coming
the
after LW ass nigga.
I'm already expecting it. That's why I keep close to the most high.
Have you seen the picture of the alleged real parents of the kids? The dude that
Yeah,
looked
I did. I made a video about that on my TikTok last year,
one girl
and
was
Wait a minute,
I did it
hold
out
up
of
now. Wait
jest.
a minute, wait a minute. Y'all
oh
I
saying
man,
they
did it out
got
of jest.
hold on, y'all saying they got videos or pictures
I
of
ain't saying
somebody
it's
they're
real.
alleging is the kid's real parent?
It show
Yeah,
Obama, it's the Obama and Obama, Barack and Michelle with this man and this woman, and one of the girls look just like the mother, one of the girls look just like the father. Now I ain't saying it's real. I'm just saying, but the pictures I
it's a real picture,
it's a real
and
picture.
those people are high ups in Obama. I forget what their occupations were, but they're under Obama. They've been under him for years. Like they're under him. Like he got them up there. I can't remember because, like I said, I made a video about this last year, but they're high up. Obama take care of them really well, but I
I
just
thought
kind of
his
did it.
daughter. I thought
So
Obama daughter. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought Obama daughter looked just like him, and the other one looked like
I
Michelle.
thought so
So
too.
I
I
thought
thought
so
so
too.
too.
Can you see that picture?
I
Yeah,
thought so too. Until I
that's
seen it, I said, "Oh snap!" Like what?
man, somebody put the picture in the back chat, man. I got to see this shit now.
I
This is the
thought
first time
so
I heard of
too.
this too.
you still got it, Al.
It's on my TikTok. I'm on my phone right now. So,
Oh, all right.
uh, let me see. Let me think, because I did this last. It was last year, dude.
Let me see if I can find it right quick.
If
Man, the skinny one
anybody,
looked just like Trump. I mean, not Trump. Look just like Obama, the light skinned one.
Yeah, the slim one, the taller one. But wait till you see her. I mean, wait till you see the other dude. I ain't gonna say her father. Wait till you see the other dude.
oh yeah, yeah, it's wild,
Man,
bro. I can't lie, it's wild. But like I said, it just would make sense, and it wouldn't move me one way or another. It just would make sense because I like just I'm putting myself in this situation. If I was Barack, like just me being him, I don't even want to say that, but if I was, and like I said, I come in here, I'm saying, oh, nuclear this and family that, and I don't agree with this and I don't do that, and then I get in and then I just change the whole landscape of the country and then try to force it on the world. As a straight
Uh,
man with two daughters, by the way, my son, daughters, I don't know, bruh. That's all. I don't know. That's all right.
Hold up, Kwame.
I
I
just
just
think for the Obama, it brings back a whole can of worms that I don't think that they want to get open, because then the people will go right back to his daddy being what is it, Frank Marshall, uh,
Yeah,
what
Frank
was
Marshall
he?
Dixon.
So they'll go back to all that. They'll go to seeing if she's an asset too, a CIA asset. I think it's just a
Yeah,
whole can of worms that the Obamas don't want to bring back if they ran her. Now if they could slip her in at the final hour and push her across the finish line, they would. But I think just for these reasons alone, that they're going to leave that alone. Obama's perfectly fine with
yeah.
his.
What that comment just said? That was his name. I couldn't remember it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was looking at the screen.
No, you good. You good? Yeah, I just think it's a whole can of worms that they don't want to get open back up. And a lot of people that have it out for Obama, whether you like them or not, a lot of people that did have it out for Obama or go right back in on him and his wife on this issue if she did run. So I don't think that they would do that unless it's a break glass kind of situation. I
I
think
don't
what
think in
we
the
need to be on
climate
the
we're in
lookout for.
now they would be allowed to do that because the climate now is different than it was 10 years ago. I think now anybody who said it would probably be canceled right on the spot. Like that's how different things are now compared to it was back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call
I
Judge
think
Joe
from what
Brown on this one. I think you're right. I'm gonna have to
I think
call
from what
Judge Joe on this one and ask these questions.
I'm sure he gonna
I think
tell
from
you
what I
too.
was saying I think from what I
Yeah,
was
I've heard
saying
him say this
earlier,
before.
I think from what I was saying earlier about the behind the scenes war that's going on, I think that there's a lot of people got a lot of incentive to expose things that's going on now because they're jockeying for power. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the Democrat side. You don't think that those people play wicked on that side against each other too? Shoot, yeah, you think again. Like I said, if Biden is what they say he is, a racist, tutored by racists, how do you think he felt 8 years a black man is his boss? I know he was seething under the cover when he still did have his mind. That's what we need to be happy we dodged the bullet that Biden don't have his mind. Because if he did have his mind, I think it would have been a lot more terrible for black people in America. Shoot.
Hey Kwame, I just DM'd you on IG. You know what I'm saying? I found a picture of the other people and the girls. You know what I'm saying?
You could drop it. You could drop it right here on the link,
Oh, I
and
can
then I could
do it up
in the
here.
back chat.
All
Yeah, drop
right,
it in the back chat, and then you'll be able to control it. I'll just add it to the screen like Bolo did.
all right. Hold up. What you talking about? Okay.
What are y'all thoughts on Bernie Sanders, if you have any?
Irrelevant right
Mm-hmm.
now anyway. Um,
No,
I think
sir.
that Kamala Harris is going to take it, and she's going to have Obama behind her, backing her. I also think they're going to keep trying with Trump. If you notice, they're dropping all his cases that they put up the second he decided to run for a second term. Now all of a sudden, all those cases they're starting to drop them all over the country, which is show y'all the political aim behind everything. And I think that because, like I said, Trump survived, and I think that both Democrats, at least the ones that aren't brainwashed, kind of see things for what it is. I think they see that anti-Trump rhetoric that they've been preaching all these years is not going to help them anymore. So I think they're going to go more drastic. Either try something more egregious in regards to that, in regards to him, or they might do something that was related to 2020, where we all were in our houses. Something they're
Let me
going to do
ask. Let
something
me ask a
drastic.
better question. V, what do you like about Bernie Sanders?
I like his position. His views has been the same since he's been in office. He ain't never switched it up. He never switched it up. He's trying to actually help people. You know what I'm saying? He's not in nobody's pockets.
You don't think Bernie Sanders is in nobody's pockets? You know he's rich, right?
Yeah, I know he
Yeah,
rich. I know he made a lot of his money off of writing a book.
He talk about socialism as if it's the thing to do, though, and we can already see that that's going to make you poor. That's going to make everybody poor. So you said he said the same thing, but he said the same thing that has proven not to work, though. So I'm trying to figure out what do you like about him.
Yeah, I think people are afraid of socialism, but socialism is already in this country a little bit. Socialism is already in this country a little bit. I think he would be trying to make it better. I think he would be trying to make it better.
I'm just saying that it's socialism has been proven to fail though. So where have you seen
But not in
socialism?
this country.
And that's for good reason. We don't want to collapse like Venezuela and every country that tried it.
I feel you.
Yeah, name one country that tried that and it worked.
I feel you.
The theory of taxing the rich and giving the money to the poor is a bad theory. You know, you taxing the job creators, the people that's gonna create growth. I just think that that part of his platform is where it go crazy. You know, that that's not gonna work.
You don't think they should be paying a fair share of taxes? I know I pay taxes. You pay taxes?
I think
Yep,
none
I
of us
pay
should be
taxes
paying taxes.
Huh?
I think none of us should be paying taxes the way it used to be.
the way it used to be. Yeah,
They started when we
but if you
started
tax
World War, and then they kept it going ever since. They said, "Oh, it's going to be temporary. This income tax is going to be temporary," and it's been the same ever since, and going up. No, I don't want that. I
but
don't
be
want to pay taxes.
I think people should be able to afford medicine in the country they live in, especially when you're
Well,
sick with cancer
I'll,
and diabetes and
I'll
stuff
get.
like that.
Well, you have to go to your pharmaceutical industry, who's restricting and putting regulations on stuff that they use overseas that works for those type of products compared to over here. We have
Right.
chemicals and everything, including our food. A lot of 90% of our food here is banned overseas.
That's
That's the
very
same
true.
with medicine. If you go to the UK, you can catch an ambulance ride for $100. Over here, it costs you $2,000 with insurance.
Right.
Which is
And guess what?
ridiculous.
Like, come
They're
on, like,
regulating they're to your point, they regulate people that talk about herbs. Herbs is what heal
yeah.
yeah.
people, but they can't figure they put a little herbs in their medicine, but they give you the stuff that make you allegedly make you addictive and have side effects so you can keep coming back. What's the point of you having a car that can work properly all the time? I need you to keep coming back for maintenance. So the
Yep.
herbs, they don't push, they don't even teach herbs in our Western medicine. They don't even teach these guys that. All doctors should
Facts.
have a great understanding of herbs if herbs is what cure everybody. But they don't
Facts.
do that. They say they regulate it to say you don't have a doctorate degree. You're not FDA approved. So everything you say is misinformation. Your grandmother that can go fix a rash or give you a concoction and knock out that cold, she ain't credible because she's not a doctor, but she probably understand herbs better than most doctors. So it's big pharma that's regulating everything.
And to more to Kwame's point, if you remember during 2020, when people was like, "Man, build your immune system, take vitamin D, build up your immune system," they was screaming left to right all over the news that that's misinformation and that you shouldn't take that to build your immune system. How insane is that? Even they came out in the pharmaceutical industry, even with Fauci, oh, vitamin D doesn't do this, that's not going to help you build your immune system. When this has historically been shown that vitamin D builds your immune system. And even in the leaked emails under Fauci, he told his staff to take vitamin D and zinc and get their vitamin D levels above 50 to be able to fight off the infection. But they said that that's crazy, that that's wrong. Like, guys, we have to do our own homework on a lot of things, bro. We got to
Did you
educate
guys
ourselves.
did you guys hear that Nipsey was working on a documentary with Dr. CB right before he died
Yeah.
about what you guys were talking about?
Yep.
Natural ways to cure certain things. That was one of the main things Dr. CB worked on.
Yep. That's actually true, too.
Huh?
That's true. That's facts.
They were working on something before he passed.
But the most once 2020 hit, that really showed me a lot in regards to. I mean, I've been known this being conspiracy minded, but 2020 woke me up to a lot how far down this country is and how far the people are brainwashed. Like I had folks that like, look, man, I'm telling you X, Y, and Z, and they didn't want to hear nothing because that's not what the media told them. And like like I said, I didn't do what they were telling everybody to do. Luckily, my my parents, my siblings, their husbands, and none of us did, and yet we all made it through without even having to go to the hospital once we had COVID. I didn't even lose my taste of smell at all. Like it was like I'll never forget this. I was sitting on my recliner. I was eating Domino's. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's bad for you, by the way. I was eating Domino's, and I'm watching CNN. It was like, and I had COVID, and they were saying, "Oh, people are dropping dead all in the streets. People are dying." And I'm just like with this slice of peace in my mouth, like, "Wait, what? What?" Vitamin D, zinc, C, and zinc. I've been taking it for years. I take 10,000 IU's a day. I also take K2. Build your immune system. Remove the calcium from from your blood vessels that vitamin D puts in you. And I'm outside. I work for outside for a living. I'm a mail carrier. You will rarely get sick, bro. I might if I get sick, it may be once a year and maybe for a day or two. That's really it.
That's crazy. You said K2. What's K2?
D3 and K2. K2 combined, if you take them both with D3, because D3 builds your immune system, but it allows calcium into your blood vessels. K2 removes that calcium, keeps you from clogging your vessels. So you take them together.
Hmm. Yeah, I got vitamin D3. I never heard of K2.
You take them together. You can actually look this up.
I'm gonna
There's
look it up
actually
right
quite
now.
a yeah, look it up. There's quite a few of them that does it, man. That mentions those supplements. But K2 is a great. It goes great with D3. That's your main two that you want to take to build your immune system, but not have calcium deposits in your blood vessels.
Damn, you ain't gotta tell her to shut up. Shit. Said rich people pay the most taxes. 10% of the population pays most of the taxes. But I ain't gonna read the last part. Appreciate the super chat.
I don't have to shut up. It's America. I can say what the fuck I want. And if he don't want me on his shit, then he will let me know that he don't want me on here, and then I won't be on here, and I'll get on with my day. What are you talking about?
Well, the crazy thing about it, how the media makes it up, is how they say the rich don't pay their fair share. Well, if they pay 1%, they make $1 billion. That 1% would make more than my 10% or 20 or even 30% of what I make a year.
I
So
know, but my
way
point is,
more than what I make.
if we paying 10%, they need to be paid 10%. Period. Why do they get to pay at a lower rate than we do, and we
Well,
don't make nearly as much?
I would say that if like I say, in my perfect world, we shouldn't have to pay taxes at all. But
Agreed.
somebody quote me on this if I'm wrong, but I do recall they're trying to do at least Trump back in 2019 or 2018 was trying to see if we can do like a baseline tax for everybody. Everybody pay. I can't remember the percentage was, but I thought that was a great idea. I was like, man, if everybody pay the same, like tax wise, then cool. But I remember that um how much I don't want to create dead air. My mind is escaping me because that was such a long time ago. But I think a base tax would be good for everybody. Something that's not insane. But telling the rich to pay 10, 20, 30% and they're making $1 billion a year, that's a lot of money. Not to mention they're paying for their corporations and their staff and everything else, the trucks and everything else. That eats a lot of profit. But I believe if they lower the taxes like Trump did with the rich were paying the workers more, and they did more. They opened more businesses. They were opening more factories because they weren't getting taxed with so much money. So they was using that money to feed the economy. And for some reason, the American government received, I think, 3 or 4, something trillion, something extra in surplus they normally wouldn't get with lower taxes because people were buying and selling and spending and making money. And the government made more money that year than they did in the previous year. So
So you
like,
believe in the trickle down economics?
no, I'm not even gonna say trickle down because just by putting that term onto it, but I do believe that, like, even for me, like between me and my wife, what I make and what my wife makes, we're in an entirely different tax bracket, and they tax the hell out of me. Oh my god, I get taxed, and it's not funny, and I don't like it. But at the same time, what I can say is, I wish I didn't have to pay as much in taxes. Like, I don't like what they're doing with my tax money anyway.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Funding Planned Parenthood. I don't agree with that, not one bit. That's debt, in my opinion. You know, they're sending my money to the Ukraine. I definitely don't believe in that. That's corruption, in my opinion. I don't like what they're doing with my money anyway. Like they're giving it to illegals crossing the border that they're letting in. Like, what good are they doing with taxing me to hell and back?
Right.
I don't see how it benefits me. I don't see how it benefits my people around me. And we're talking about taxes. Kwame's in the highest tax bracket out of all of us on this panel. I know he's crying.
You said what?
I said KB's in the highest tax bracket
Man,
out of all of us on this panel, so I know he's crying.
man, shit, Lord.
And it also
I'm like what
depends where
50
you
Cent
live
said.
too.
I'm looking for somebody to lower the taxes. Fuck that.
Lower the taxes so you have more money to do what you want to do. Point
Right.
blank.
And plus, some of the ways that they spend my tax dollars, I don't agree with. So you don't
That's
even
why.
give me a right to tell. I want some of my more of my tax dollars to go to schools, but they go to all this other stuff, reassignment surgeries, and all these other things that I don't have necessarily nothing to do with. Not saying they can't get it, but I don't. I want my money going to the brightest minds, the kids to go to school.
Yep. I owe all my money to go to the infrastructure. This
That
thing is
too, for
crumbling
sure.
all around us. Everything is crumbling, and they don't
Yeah.
care. Our power grid is unprotected, and they know that, and they've been saying it for 30 years and not doing
Yeah,
anything to protect
look at Texas. They was out for fucking weeks over a little
it. Man,
small
shout
storm.
out to Dan D. I feel so bad for my dog because,
Hell
I
yeah.
got people in Houston, man. I'm from New Orleans. I got people in Houston. So, Houston's like our sister city. So I
Hey,
definitely feel bad
Odom
for them.
speaks. Hey, Odom speaks. Hit the link, man. You come ask, man. I already asked. Yeah, no.
I definitely can't explain that one on the speech. I don't see how that would work at all here. I
Oh
think
no,
the word
I have to pay.
essentialism is what gets you.
Shit,
That word
I
is what
got to
gets
pay.
people.
Nah, come up here and ask though, Odom.
Fresh Stat says K funded reassignment surgery.
Shit, all of y'all funded it. Unbeknownst to you, you
Yeah,
funded it too.
we all are funded it, unfortunately, which is
Yeah, so
horrible.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
That is horrible. We are strengthening the hand of the evildoers with our paychecks. Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's sad, man. That's sad.
That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy.
Hey, Chris, don't hurt Christopher. Don't hurt me, man. We ain't talking about LeBron today, bro.
Hello,
All right.
Kwame.
Hey, salute to you. He said, "Hey, when are Black Americans going to realize we are the true?" Oh, here we go. This shit.
The
God.
fuck?
Oh, Lord.
Oh man.
I can
Salute
say a
to you,
lot
man.
about
Aboriginal,
that, but I'm not going to
indigenous
change. I'm not
Americans.
going to change the topic, but I can say a lot about that. I ain't gonna change the topic 'cause I like where we
Yeah,
at.
hey, please don't, man. That shit, them niggas, they ain't gonna do nothing more to kick your ass if you don't agree.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. That's a fight right there,
don't
right
want
off
my
the
ass
rip.
kicked, man. Shit.
That's a fight.
Hey, Kwame, I'm gonna go on and fall back to the chat, man. But hey, if you free tonight, man, RGG, a regular gun guy, he goes live tonight. He doing a live show tonight. So if you free, pop in, man.
What time he going?
It should be. He's in the Central Time, so I think it's about 8. About it should be around. I think it's 7 his time, so it's usually 8 Eastern time or 8 his time, 9. I get back to you, let you know for sure.
All right, I'll shoot him
VA,
out of the
VA.
Come on, man.
All right, bro. Peace to
All right,
everybody.
salute to you, bro. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Them taxes, main thing keep me the hell away from California ever.
You from California?
Nah, I'm from Texas.
Oh, okay. Shit, everybody from California moved to Texas. That's why y'all power grid going out
You
every two
can't
days
you
now.
can't tell by my accent I'm from the South.
Yes, I thought you was from Tennessee some damn well.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Nah,
But believe it or not,
that is
I done met
Texas
some
right
people
there.
from California that got a little accent.
you know, H-Town, Texas.
That's what's
Uh huh.
up.
Houston, Texas.
Man, you got power yet, bro?
Yeah, your cousin playing for my squad.
What? Oh yeah, that's what Jabari Smith Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He got that point guard. That's the real deal down there.
Yeah, he been a quality player for us.
Hey, but
Take
I
her
gotta
around
get
there
your
to
take
get
on. I
breakfast.
gotta get
Get
your
some
take on
stuff in the
this, Christopher.
office.
Now that you up here, did you see this video that I played earlier?
Huh? Oh, you don't have to know.
Which video?
Hold on, V. Let me put you on mute. Did you see that video earlier, Christopher?
Nah, I think I missed
Hold on, I'm gonna play
the
this. What you
Trump.
think about this video? Because a lot of people thought it was a conspiracy. I want you to see this real quick, and then tell me what you think. Right here.
Secret Service had before the shot went off, and they knew.
He was doing his job. I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be in some beautiful place with the gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look, there he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting myself to get a sentence.
What happened? Civilians
and
noticed
sure we'll take back the White House because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look,
And it's
there he
not
is.
easy.
Officers have been alerted. Look how the seconds are going by as he's inching around on that roof.
Criminals.
Sneaking in place.
We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
On the roof.
It's much tougher than it happened.
You went right on the roof again.
Ever. In recorded history, we're the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right?
Look how
So
much
that's when
time
I left
passed.
office. That
Still
was the
nothing.
lowest point, and that comes right from the
He's
government
out. Look, aim,
services.
get in place.
Comes right out of Border Patrol.
And I want you to, again, I'm pausing the time, pausing the clock, as he just eloquently sort of pointed out, what's going on? What? How did this get missed?
Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And
look at the time going by.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million deal. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something,
At that point, now you see 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in.
Now, what do you think about that, Christopher? 2 minutes
Somebody
on
get
the roof,
somebody
moving
get
around with people yelling.
fired. Somebody getting fired.
And did y'all hear Waka Flocka tell every Biden supporter to get out of this concert?
The guy of his concert. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Waka Flocka said, if you support Biden, get out, and then jumped in the crowd. So they coming after Waka next.
Walker's records dipped a whole lot. He might be every person he needs.
Man, that is such a
Yeah.
crazy thing to see, bro.
Yeah, he ain't selling records like he did when he first came out. So I'm like, you may need every supporter.
Yes, he is. Waka Flocka started doing like rock albums and shit. And I think that's
Oh, you
what
doing
changed
rock?
his perspective. He got received by white people without having to go out and shoot at his own people or get shot
Oh,
at concert. He started doing like rock concerts and shit like that. Most of the people that go to his concerts is just white people that want to turn up.
the white people the main ones going, so that makes sense. Just like
Yeah,
buying the
that.
albums. Let's be real. Let's be real.
But I'm saying it be some black people there too. And the blacks that go, they just going to have fun. Like if you ever
Mhm.
been to a Waka Flocka concert after he got out of the whole fighting and arguing and gangbanging shit, he just wanted to make his money and chill with his family. Once he got out of that and made that rock and roll album, his concerts be turned the hell up. I didn't mean to say Sauce Walker. I said Waka. I meant to say Waka Flocka.
Sounds no.
Yeah, Waka Flocka concerts be turned up.
Yeah, Walker's a good musician. So
Waka's what?
And
he's a good musician.
Hmm.
didn't he give Trump some credit for giving him some game about the tax code?
Yep.
I seen that article. Said that's why he supported Trump because he gave him game about how to work that tax code to
That's a
create some
valid
money for
reason.
his family.
I mean, you
Man,
save
I'm
some
trying
money,
and
yeah.
see. Listen, if Democrats was doing that instead of talking about the boogeyman or the scary white people, teach the tax code that you know. And I guarantee you, black folks will stop complaining so much and arguing so much because shit, they're gonna keep more of their money in their pocket. They're gonna be on vacation.
Mhm.
They're gonna be chilling.
They
50
need us to
supporting them
send it.
too.
Cause 50 know the tax code as
They need
well.
us to
Them
send
niggas
it.
want to have more than just backyard barbecues. They want the yachts and
Oh,
they want
50
that
came
same
down here
wealth.
to Texas. He
What?
he been saving a lot since he came down here to Texas.
You damn right.
He saw New York like, whoop, I'm gone. Texas, what's
It
up?
went from New York went from the mecca of basketball, the mecca of fashion, the mecca of everything to now. No disrespect, it's fucked up. It's just shithole when it comes to not the people in it, but when it comes to how it's ran, it is
Yeah, it is.
The cost of living too.
the cost of living. Everything is bad. The violence, all of it. So a
Yeah,
girl,
New
a
York,
girl got raped. A dude pulled a girl on the other side of a car in broad daylight and tried to grape her in New York, and nobody came to help. I think he
Yep,
succeeded. Matter of fact,
he did.
like it's crazy in broad daylight. That's unheard of.
But that's what you get in Democrat controlled
New,
cities, man.
New York
Their
City is
policies ultimately end with anarchy, chaos in the streets. Ultimately, that's where it goes. Like I said, America has to fall for this new order that they're trying to build. America has to fall, and that's what they're doing.
Well,
I mean,
the men that they call toxic ain't gonna sit there and watch no dude grape no woman in the middle of the street. But they got
I know.
everybody these soft shoe ass niggas that they make think that they the ones that's gonna protect them because they talk nice and they sound nice. At some point, when there's a threat, all the talk over with. You need a
Yeah,
toxic nigga then. When the talking stop, where your toxic niggas at? Cause that's who you gonna wish be there. You ain't gonna wish no nigga there to hold your hand and tell you how pretty you look and how it make you feel good to hear nice things. You gonna need a nigga that can put foot to some ass, and that's all you gonna need.
but those men don't live in those cities anymore. Like we all fled. We live in the suburbs now. Those men who live in them cities are baiters, holding hands, kissing your ouches and telling you it's okay. Now, don't worry, he's almost done. Just hang tough. Hold my hand.
What?
It's okay, just
That's
let
what
them
it
hit us.
is in
I don't
that
like
city.
guns. Yeah, I don't like
It's
guns.
okay.
Just run, honey. And the
That's what it is
sad
in
part
those
about it
cities.
is they got our women thinking the only man that can protect them is this overly aggressive thug type of attitude. And I'm like, this nigga just gonna go to jail. That ain't protection.
Yeah,
Nigga, if you understand real protection, it's let's go. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
it's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy.
But yeah, man, if y'all ain't got nothing else, I'm gonna get off this panel. I'm gonna go walk my dog for a little while. Go stretch my leg.
All right, man. Salute to you, bro. It was fun.
Have a good day.
Salute, salute. Y'all have a
Once
blessed
again,
day.
shout out
Christopher,
to you,
man.
Kwame.
Salute to you too, bro. Hey, Christopher, I hope you don't hear the first part of the line. Cause
Chris,
that nigga gonna be
tell you one
mad.
thing, Chris. I'm assuming you're an LeBron fan, huh?
King James. Oh yeah,
All right, I'm gonna
You a
tell
Brownie
you.
fan too?
I'm
Friday,
gonna tell you this, buddy. Don't feel bad.
Friday gonna be fine.
LeBron James is going to fall because y'all treating him like an idol. The idolatry is going to bring him down. I'm sorry, but that's what's going to happen. Mark my words.
Hold on, what you say gonna happen again?
That idolatry, that idol worship, how they treat
Hmm.
LeBron like he's God and he can't do no wrong. And it's the same thing that was happening with a lot of Trump supporters too. That idol worship, bro. That's if you look at a lot of dang, well, you about to go, but I'm gonna run it quick. If you look
No, you
at
go
what
ahead and land your
happened
plane.
in 2024, a lot of these celebrities and idols are just falling all over the country. just dropping left and right. Scandal here, something there. It's all because when I mean we, I mean just Americans. I'll just say that worship these celebrities on the level that they worship God. Like they have praise as high as the Most High. And what he's doing, and if you pay attention, if you look at the spirit, you can see it. All these people are being brought down low, and that's what's happening. LeBron James is next. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. Y'all mark today's date and watch it play out. Some kind of scandal, something big, because what he's doing, especially with this whole Bronny James situation and how people just worshiping him, something's gonna happen, dog. And I don't mean nothing physical, nothing crazy like that. I mean it's like some type of scandal is just gonna bring him down. That's it. Idol
Once
worship,
again, shout out
idolatry.
to you,
It's
Kwame.
not good.
Once again, shout out to you, Kwame. You're doing a good thing, like I said before, for the people, man. I love these conversations, man. I like the joking and roasting too, like I said before, but I think this is more important. And I think it's
Yeah, yeah,
reaching
it
a
is.
lot of people. It's reaching a lot of people. And salute to you. Chris B, I'm out.
Salute to you, bro.
All right, bro. Salute to you,
No,
man. Salute to you.
I know Chris was gonna want to say something to you before you go. You just said
Oh
that
yeah,
about
I'm
his
sorry,
game.
Chris. Go ahead,
Go
dog.
get that nigga
Nah,
Chris. How you be doing me? Get him.
nah, I catch it later.
Hey, Chris got picks, man. If I would have said that shit, Chris would have went crazy.
Probably because I didn't say anything other
I don't
than
take it
that
serious.
idol worship. Because that idol worship is, man, that's bad. I don't know why Americans are like this, but we worship these celebrities like, man, like when they fart, it smells like roses.
Only
Or
the
when they,
elite, only the A-listers, because there's some celebrities people hate because they not a part of that cabal, that system.
yeah,
So
absolutely
I
right.
agree. They either love you or hate you, depending on what side you on.
Yeah. And this year, the way these people are dropping, he'll be next, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but
That's cap.
you'll see how it plays out. Hey, we'll see how this plays out, brother.
He talking
All right.
I
about, he
ain't
talking
put
Hey,
about
that.
bro,
that
we
cap.
did
He
it,
don't even
man.
want to hear that shit. That's cap.
I have not put that in the atmosphere.
I'm just trying to spare you, man, so when nothing happen, I don't want you to be sad and hurt. Like, oh, LeBron. I don't want that
Hey,
to happen to you, buddy.
hey, Christopher, if you had an educated guess, what do you think gonna come out?
You know,
Oh, okay.
they were
I
trying.
think,
People
I
been
think.
trying to pick scandals for LeBron for a long time. This ain't nothing.
Well, he make too much money for a quote unquote scandal to come out right now. It's just like Lance
Hmm.
Armstrong and everybody else. Once you making that money, we gonna wait. We'll deal with it later. It ain't going nowhere. Cause one thing you can't stop is a nosy reporter that's gonna want to do some real journalism one day. It happens the same way all the time. When they're done playing and don't have that lockdown on the league, is some little reporter blow the lid off whatever story it is. You don't think that's gonna
Yep.
happen?
I mean, nothing shocked me, but LeBron, nah. I hired all in.
Man, shout out to y'all.
I love talking to this nigga Christmas boy. He don't want to hear shit about the old LeBron. Boy. Hey,
I
let me
mean,
LeBron,
ask
the
y'all
man,
only
one
thing
crown
people
question.
on
that
his
got on
head.
LeBron right now is the quote unquote decision. What the decision? People didn't like that.
No, I just want to know when he gonna goddamn kick Chael Sonnen up his ass. That's what I want to know.
I don't think he cares about what Chelsea says.
Oh, okay. What if I would have said that? You think he would have cared?
You know, oh, you would have sued
Oh,
me.
okay. He
You
don't
would
give a
have
fuck about what I say, huh?
sued.
So you think a black
That
man
man
I
could
is
have
think
said?
dumb.
I'm saying, so you think a black man could have said that and it would have been okay?
depends on who.
So if I would have said LeBron cheating, like he's
You talking
saying,
about
then you think it'd have been
basketball?
okay? Yeah, they saying he cheated. Well, Chael Sonnen said he cheated, and then
Yeah,
we ain't hear nothing
I
else.
thought it.
Hey, look, I don't even hear you LeBron fans getting on Chael Sonnen head like y'all do us for talking about Bronny Game.
Well, I don't
Why
take
y'all so
Chelsea
scared of Chael
serious.
Sonnen is what I want to know. Why y'all so scared of Chael?
I don't take him serious.
Shit, you take everybody else serious. All somebody got to do is say Bronny can't play. Y'all mad as hell. You
Oh,
fucking cool. You a crook. You this.
I just said Bronny got a lot of work to do. He do.
But I think all the attention, all the people who say people hate on LeBron, I think all the attention need to be focused on Chael Sonnen. What he said affects LeBron and his legacy more than anything anybody has said about LeBron. Now
Yeah,
you
I
can try to
mean,
hide from it. You can try to keep saying we not gonna give it no leg. We not gonna respect what he's saying. That only gonna work for so long. What I know about the media, that only works for so long. He's not
yeah,
gonna always be LeBron James that has the whole media behind him. Remember that now.
it's truth there. It's truth to that.
So all I'm saying is he should have went after Chael Sonnen, in my opinion. If he didn't do nothing wrong, I'm taking Chael Sonnen head off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he wouldn't even have to say it. Just call up your attorney and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm it."
Clutch Sports supposed to do that. He's a Clutch Sports client. It wouldn't even cost him no money.
Uh-huh. Good trust me. LeBron got the money, the best attorneys money can buy. So just hey, snap your finger, boom, get this thing killed.
Okay, I'm
Keep my
predicting
name
it.
out.
I'm predicting it when he retired. Some reporter is gonna bring this story up, and they're gonna bring it up with intense heat. Watch what I tell you.
Well, that wouldn't
It's
shock
gonna
me.
be so much heat. It's gonna be so much heat that they're not gonna be able to say we ain't gonna take Chael Sonnen serious no more. Watch.
Oh, that wouldn't shock me. But,
You said it wouldn't shock you,
oh, it wouldn't shock me at all.
cause name anybody that's as high up as LeBron that had this attached to their name and somebody didn't take a look at it after a while.
Yeah, I mean, most at that level, most of our players at that level, that's something they try to investigate on some situations.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't be shocked. Like, do they have a paper trail? That's the question.
And people talking about, this person ain't never got popped on no test. This person ain't never got popped on no test. Man, there's people smoke they back out since they put them 4 drug tests and they ain't never get popped. So
Uh-huh.
they can't even catch marijuana.
Yeah,
So
if
I'm
they got
saying,
a paper trail, then I'd be that'd be one thing. But
Smitty
if
said
it's
drop the link. Smitty, you about to
'cause
hit the link real quick? It's another LeBron fan.
what the
No, I want to hear the last round or whatever he got to say. He knew. He ain't been up here.
who
I
coming up?
don't
All
remember
right,
him coming up. We know where you stand at. You know what I'm saying. Bronny is the king. He the new king.
Prince J. Bronny got
Homelander Jr.
Bronny
Hey,
got a
how come
lot of
they
work.
keep saying the 55 pick don't matter, but he plays so many minutes?
I don't know anybody say any pick matters. Every pick matters.
No, no,
All
no.
picks matter.
They saying on these shows that he's the 55 pick. Who gives a damn about a 55 pick? I'm like, why are you getting 29 minutes then?
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna give plenty of opportunities to do something.
And that's all
Yeah,
anybody want is the opportunity. And
yeah.
that's why I
I
don't see
mean,
it as pressure. He gonna get the opportunity. He gonna get the look.
yeah, he got
So
three
what's the pressure?
years guaranteed minimum, and a
Hmm.
fourth of a team option. So, like pressure, I'm like, what? People talk about pressure. I'm like, what pressure? I mean, it's basketball, bro.
It's gonna be pressure on his ass when he get to that D League around them damn dogs that's trying to get what he got.
Yeah, them ones they trying to get to a spot. I mean, they trying to get that spot, and it's only 450 of them. So,
They talking about Bronny would be the starting point guard. I believe so at some point. He gotta learn how to dribble. I believe the reason why y'all haven't seen him a lot at point is because when he not playing video games, he working on being a point guard. Because that's the smart move for him to do. He gotta work on learning how to be a point guard.
yeah, it ain't like you got other options to be a two guard or something.
They trying, but he's so little. Once you see a
Yeah.
6'8", 6'6" guard against Bronny, you'll see why he shouldn't play two guard.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's point guard. Yeah, unfortunately, Bronny was not blessed with his daddy height.
No, he wasn't. But he was blessed with his daddy athletic ability. He got to stop
Oh yeah.
playing like a he got to stop playing like a 10-year veteran. He got to go run for layups. There's plenty of opportunities for him to get backdoor lobs, and he doesn't go for those backdoor lobs. He's sitting in the corner to shoot three.
Yeah,
Like
that
if
only
I
works
if I was
for
the coach, I'd be telling them, run, nigga, run for layups. That's how you get easy buckets. If you get tired, I'll take you out, but run for layups. And when your man turns his head and not look at you on defense, go for the backdoor lob like Gordon. I would literally bring him tapes of how Gordon plays in Denver and say, you can mimic that right there. You're not as physical as he is, but for a backdoor cut aspect, you can learn from what he does. The moment Jokic turn or the moment Jokic drive into the lane and draws the attention of his man, he got a backdoor lob. That's what Bronny could be doing.
yeah, just
But
keep
maybe
on
maybe if he played NBA 2K instead of Call of Duty, he can mind the game.
maybe some.
What's going on, Smitty? You get
What's
the
going
Yeah,
last
on, brother?
word.
How you doing, brothers?
Chilling.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say I appreciate you letting me on. Big fan. Always been a big fan of you, man. No, I just had a couple things to say. I know a couple times you said that, like Bronny's contract guaranteed, that's unheard of. That's not true. It's kind of a Rich Paul thing because what's his name? Tyler Kolek last year signed a 4 years, 7.6 million guaranteed, second round. That's the first thing.
Okay,
Second thing,
what was his average in college, and did he have a heart condition?
it doesn't matter. You were
It does
saying
matter. It
no.
absolutely does. That's what I'm saying. I've heard this argument over and over again, but that's not a parallel. There's no other player in the history of the NBA that had a heart scare like Bronny, goes to the 55th pick and get a 4-year guarantee. You can't find that player.
Okay, first we weren't talking about heart conditions. You just said there's never been a second round player get a guaranteed contract. I know people
When
have
I
talked about, but
because I'm setting everybody up. I thought I initially said it, but there's no other player like Bronny. He only got this because of his dad. Sharif
oh,
has had the same heart condition, Shaquille O'Neal's son, and that took him out of a guaranteed contract, which I think he would have earned. With this heart scare, you're never going to find a player, especially with Bronny's numbers. What was that young man's numbers in college? All of this
I think
matters.
5 point something. And with that being said, Derek Lively, how many points did Derek Lively average in college?
David Robinson is a first round pick.
Exactly. How many points did he average in college?
But he was a first round pick. It's not about average. You
I
got to
know.
look
First
at
round
No,
pick
no,
you
no,
got to
don't
no.
look at
matter
what the
contract.
you got to look at what the scouts drafted him for. What is Derek Lively's niche? Obviously, he's not a scorer. So what does
What,
he
what,
do?
what I'm saying
He
is,
plays
and I'm not.
defense. Okay, well we can't talk about his scoring average. That's a media narrative. If
Well, what
Derek
I
Lively is a shot blocker, then they're drafting him to clog the paint.
Well, what I'm saying is, I know I've heard you say before, and a lot of other people say, nobody's getting drafted with that low, averaging that amount of points. I was just giving an example of Derek Lively. I only averaged 5.4 points a
He
game.
also 7 foot tall.
This is true,
He's
but
seven. He's
not,
a
but
7 foot. He's a 7 foot shot blocker. That I could have sworn I said this initially. That with that heart condition and with him averaging the points he averaged, he does not get a guaranteed contract, especially before training camp. I can see them signing him as an undrafted free agent and allowing him to prove himself. This 7 footer, you cannot teach height. He may
exactly.
not be a scorer now, but they might be developing him. He's a down the road investment. Bronny is not being treated like a down the road investment. He's playing 29 minutes, 25 minutes a game.
I'm not sure what Derek Lively paid in the summer league or whatever, but I was just going on the points or whatever and how he was drafted so high by averaging no points. And like you said, people draft based on what the person may bring to the team. So of
Right,
course you've heard him say that, they're looking at Bronny as a defensive guy. May happen, may not. We know right now he's not a scorer. We know that. And
right.
I'm kind of along the lines of other people saying, with him being, I heard you say earlier, it didn't matter. He's a 55th pick. He still should do something. But I have a question for you. What could he average, or what are you looking for him as a 55th pick, take LeBron out of it, take his name out of it, as a second round pick, what are you expecting to be considered? Okay, that was a decent pick.
I don't care about his numbers. I'm not the guy that's saying his numbers are so bad, this is and that. It's about he's not playing like a 19-year-old kid that got his life on the line, that this is his one shot that he can blow it. He's not playing with reckless abandonment. I can show you film where this kid is running and fanning out to the three-point line. You're 19 years old. Sprint for a layup and then come out the other side. You're helping your bigs get a dunk. He's not playing like a 19-year-old with something to lose because he has nothing to lose. He has guaranteed money. The Lakers have a full roster spot. He cannot be cut. The only thing that can happen is he go to the D League with his full salary. He's not playing like a guy who gives a shit.
Yeah.
He made more passion or more of a expression when he won a Call of Duty tournament. On the court, he does not even smile. He
Yeah.
does not even speak. He make a jump shot, run back with the same monotone face. I
Yeah.
don't understand it. It's like somebody's making him play ball. I've
What?
never took the position of Down and Bronny. After his first game, the first advice I said was cut
Shoot
back
more.
door,
Shoot more.
shoot more, come out like you're supposed to be there, play with a chip on your shoulder because everybody thinks you don't deserve being where you at. So you can't be the likable cool kid no more. This is a man's game. And at some point, you're gonna have to man up. Hit somebody in the mouth. Try to go for the backdoor lobs. He's young. Why is he only having one dunk in the summer league? If he's that fast and that athletic, he should outrun somebody at some point. I got plenty dunks in the summer league. I'm just sprinting. Somebody need to teach him how to play the game because they said that this kid has Drew Holiday like defense. Where?
They
Drew,
said that. They said that's best case scenario. Somebody like him. They know that's not him yet. That's best
well,
case
he
scenario.
don't
What would happen?
he don't even have the basic concepts of defensive help principles. When the ball is passed from the top, first of all, why are you picking a guy up so high at half court when you're not pressuring him? You're just up close to him for no reason. Back
And they
up to
getting
that
past him.
three-point line. Yeah, back up to that three-point line. And when the pick and roll comes, if they pass the ball to the wing, we got good shooters in this league. You got to help. If they're setting a down pick and a guy is coming off for a shot, that
Hmm.
point guard's job is to jump towards the ball. Bronny doesn't do that. He just walked backwards. I watched another play where he stopped in the paint after they did a down pick, where he was icing the pick, sending it to the baseline. Once the big commit, now you got to commit to the bigs man. You got to fight like cats and dogs and root this big man off the offensive rebound. He
So let me
doesn't
ask you
do
this.
that.
So let me ask you this, Kwame. Do you think with some G League time or stuff like that? Because and I don't know how true it is, but JJ said, they want to start developing players. And could they have taken somebody else at 55? Sure. Who? Who knows? I don't know. But I mean, you got to give it to it. If it's a franchise player, if he wanted his son on the team, it's good for marketing. He's
It's
the guy.
definitely
You're gonna
good for
get his son.
marketing.
Yeah,
Facts.
we all know this. But do you think he has potential? Honestly, out of your heart, do you think he has potential with maybe a year or two under the G League and practicing with pros?
I think if he goes to the G League, it's going to be worse. With his salary, you're putting him around wolves. It's
Some
like a
dogs.
rich
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
rich
all, yeah.
person living in the hood, and they get to drive a Bentley in the same and park it on the same street as you living in a shack, but they got a mansion. You're
Yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. I had a phone call.
It's all good.
Yeah, but you're not gonna take too kindly to that. So if he goes to the G League, I honestly think it'll be worse. I think those guys that don't got the money that he got, don't get the attention. His daddy ain't there. They're gonna look at him like free lunch.
And I will
And
say, and some
yeah,
people,
so I
some
think the
people,
best possible scenario for him is to they bring him along slow. Keep him around his dad. Let him practice against these guys. Let him go hard every day in practice and drill work, drill work, drill work. I would not send him to the D League to lose more confidence because If those guys attack him and he's playing point guard and he can't even get the ball up the court, what is going to be the excuse then?
Oh, it'd be no excuse. And I will say this right here, when you do stuff like that to people, some people rise to the occasion. Some people, I used to say the same thing about my son because of the way he was raised. He didn't have that dog in him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so you look at people like Grant Hill. People like Grant Hill was privileged and all this stuff. And they used to think he was, a punk. But Grant Hill showed them, no, just because I had money, my dad was in the NFL, I could still ball with y'all.
But
So,
Grant Hill played against everybody though. Grant
yeah.
Hill,
But you get what I'm
yeah,
saying,
he
Yeah,
though.
that's
played
why
with
they play the
everybody.
same
What?
sport.
But you get the
Yeah, you
perception
know
I'm
what I
talking
mean?
about what people say it, because
Yeah.
just like to say any black person basically went to Duke, there was a perception about them. You know what I'm saying? You've seen documentaries. Everybody thought they had money. Everybody thought you could punk them and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And like I said, would he rise to the occasion? I don't know.
He a
Who knows
gamer.
right now?
Gamers typically don't rise to the occasion. They pick up a joystick, and this
What,
ain't gaming time. This is
what's
real life, though.
y'all keep saying that he's a gamer, but look at all the NBA players that play games on the side. I mean, I knew as
On
soon
the
as he won
side, on
that
the on the side is right, but he's
yeah,
playing a game in the most pivotal time in his life, and he's playing a championship Call of Duty game, playing the way he's playing on the court. That's a lack of focus. You don't have time for that. Just think about it. This kid has been getting the best of the best treatment so far. He's went to one of the best high schools with some of the best high school players to play. So he's been around greatness his
Mhm.
whole life. He's had some of the best trainers. His dad is Homelander. He got trained by pro athletes. They say he know all that needs to be known about basketball, and I just
nobody,
don't see
no,
it.
no,
It's
no,
So
all this stuff on.
how do you see him going up if he's been trained by the best trainers, and this is the product that you get? I think the training needs to stop, and he needs to play the game. He sounds like a kid he looks like a kid who's just trying to do what people told him to do. He needs to just play and figure it out. And I think that's going to come through practice. He needs to be a part of every drill and every practice and really work on the game. When the veterans get tired, he need to be in the game playing for the veterans. He needs a lot of practice. He need to be getting his butt whipped against point guards in the NBA practice floor without nobody seeing.
and
We
and I
don't
think
need it. Yeah, we
and I
don't
kind of
want
think
no
that's the plan.
fans seeing what happened to him in practice. We want a closed door practice to where this is what you need to learn about the NBA. Whether he take an elbow, whatever it is, whether he cry at practice, those moments need to happen behind closed doors because he's a 19-year-old kid. You're going to send him to the D League and all of his mistakes and all of his whatever, if he get his ass kicked, it's going to be televised, which we're all going to talk about it. They need to slow walk this kid, put him in a practice facility, and let guys play against them that are pros. Bring guys in a mini camp and let them do drill work with him far as in a game setting. He needs game setting. He don't need no more drills. I've seen his Instagram where him and his daddy just stand still and shoot jumpers. That's the damn problem. When he get in the game speed, it ain't no standstill jumping.
But you
He's
got
not
to,
his
but
daddy.
yeah, but kind of like all the players these days. That's they put
No,
their
he
little
ain't.
Instagram.
He's not
No, no,
all
no,
the
no. Listen,
players
no,
these days. He
no,
can't do
no.
that.
No, what I'm saying is that's kind of the way all of them show their little Instagram where they go little gyms and their little trainers and do all that. I will say this, Kwame. I respect the
Not when I
fact that
watch Melo, son. When I watch Melo, son, Melo punch like hitting them in the back on the block, making them come off down screens and pull up, making them cross, pull up. That's what Bronny need to be doing. He don't need to be
Mhm.
standing there shooting no goddamn jumpers. He's not his daddy. He's
well,
not
like I said,
old
I
yet.
hadn't
He's a
been over
young
so.
man. Oh, go
And like
ahead,
I
bro.
said, I don't know, we don't see everything they do, like I said. And like I said, hopefully they will have a plan for him like that, whether they do or not, who knows. I will say this right here. I respect the fact that now sitting here talking to you, it sounds like you do, even though you may not admit it, care a little bit about the kid, man. Kind of want to see him succeed. And that's a
No,
side that I didn't
I
think I
will
would see.
admit it. I don't. I think Bron. I think LeBron is wrong for this shit. Everybody think that this boy don't care. He looks like he's embarrassed to be out there every single night. This guy got a good life. He's a gamer. He can go into his dad's office. He can do something that's respectable and where people gonna respect him for it. This is only
I think,
gonna bring down Bronny's individual stock. It's
but
not
you
gonna
can't put
bring
that on
down
Braun.
LeBron.
You can't put that on
I'm
Braun
not.
though,
I'm
man, because
putting it. I'm
maybe he
putting it.
wants to.
I'm definitely putting it on
Let's
Bron.
hold that spot for a little bit.
It's 100% on Braun because of that tweet that he put out.
Okay,
That
this goes
tweet.
before the tweet though. This goes before the tweet though, because as a son, and your dad's in the NBA, I'm pretty sure a lot of sons would want to follow in their dad's footsteps.
But that's
And
natural. We can't do nothing about
exactly,
that. We
exactly.
can't do nothing about what's natural. What we can do something about is when your father puts a direct bullseye on your back by saying that an unproven kid is better than NBA players and that
Well,
he
he
could
didn't
get
say he
rotation
didn't say
minutes
they were
on
better.
lock.
He said they could get minutes. That's what he said. They
If
could
they
get minutes.
if they can get minutes,
No, he
then you
said he
have to
better have
take
to
the
leave.
spot, bro. That means they're better. The only way you get minutes is that you gotta beat the guy out that's in front of you. You just gonna take D-Lo minutes? How? Why? Is
Oh,
he
well,
better than
no,
D-Lo?
no,
He's
no,
not.
no. And like I said, he's talking about league pass. Who knows who he's talking about, who he was watching or whatever like that. But you gotta take that tongue in cheek, man.
He's not better than one guy he watched on the league pass. I can't think of no team that he was looking at any moment. Even the worst team in the league. I can't think of one player that he could have been looking at on league pass and say, my son can get rotation minutes right now. He said his son can get rotation minutes for the Lakers, and it's almost laughable.
Well, I mean, the thing, okay, I mean, we could say the same thing when LeVar Ball said his son was better than Steph Curry when he was in college.
LeVar Ball didn't even make a damn NBA roster. He didn't make a practice squad. People were
I know,
laughing at LeVar Ball.
but
Nobody
but you
gave a
get
damn, but
but you
LeBron
get what
has
I'm saying
credence.
though.
No, I
But you
don't.
get what I'm saying though.
You compare LeVar Ball to LeBron. There's no
No, I'm
comparison.
saying what they're said
People
about their
were laughing at
sons.
LeVar Ball. People
No,
took
I'm saying what they
LeBron
said about
James
their son.
serious.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
you
I
can't say you
understand
can't
that.
just
And the
laugh at him
reason
because he
why
got two sons in the NBA. So I mean, evidently,
okay,
what he,
but what I'm saying is you cannot compare the words of LeVar Ball to LeBron James.
I
Nobody
mean,
even knew who LeVar Ball was. We all know who LeBron James is. And when he says something, it has credence because of how well he's played the game for this long. So if LeBron James say, my son is good enough to play in the NBA right now, when the whole world thinks that LeBron James is one of the brightest basketball minds, then that's going to give credence. That's going to put a bullseye on your son's back. And even when
oh,
LeVar
definitely.
Ball did it, the media crucified LeVar Ball. They're
Well, they
not
thought it was
crucifying
crazy.
LeBron for what he
No,
said.
they thought it was crazy for what he was saying that somebody, his son was better than
It's
Steph
crazy for
Curry
what
currently.
LeBron said. It's crazy as hell for what LeBron said. And they did not give LeBron as much shit as they gave LeVar Ball.
I think it's a
Everybody
little
keeps
different when you
saying,
say
the only
somebody
thing
can
they
get
keep saying
minutes.
is, you can't blame the son. You can't blame the son. Well, I'm giving the blame where it's supposed to go. This is LeBron James' fault. And that's that little boy. I see the look on his face. And you know why I see the look on his face? I've had that same look where a kid ain't smiling at all, where a kid ain't having no fucking fun. He looks like he wants to run home. He
Well, I
looks
mean,
like
you
he
got to
want to be
realize,
there playing games. Show,
and I mean,
show me
whether
a
his dad's
video.
fault.
Show me a video of Bronny James smiling on the court, just having a good time, clapping it up, other than when his teammate made a shot.
Oh, I'm gonna tell
Show
you,
me a
he
video
playing
of
like shit.
Bronny James having fun.
Sorry, I didn't mean to curse like that, but I mean, I'm just gonna straight up say he playing like shit. I mean, that's
No,
why
I'm
he ain't got
saying,
no
show
smiles
me
on
the
his face.
video of Bronny James. I don't care if he playing like shit. When he got that little dunk, this is his first dunk in the NBA
Mhm.
court. Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
because
nothing.
yeah, because he ain't, he know he hadn't played up to the expectations that everybody
It
has
don't
on him.
matter about playing up to the expectations. He's a 55th pick. Anything he do good right now is a benefit. It's a positive. So once you get
Exactly,
that dunk, goddamn it, skip down the court like you happy. But if you
but in the
notice something, if
same,
you notice his body language, when he miss a shot, he always have a reaction. He does that little clap
yeah,
when he misses a shot. But when he does something good, he doesn't do any positive reinforcement for himself. He's thinking negative. That's
but
why I
on,
know it's mental.
but on one hand, you say there's no expectations, but there's a lot of expectations because of who his dad is. So you
No,
got
it's
to admit
not.
that it
No, no.
is.
What I'm saying is no expectations from the team. Who gives a shit what
Correct.
a fan
Oh,
or a fanatic think? Anything from a team standpoint. I know how these
yeah.
GMs work. Whatever Bronny does that's positive, they're going to be okay with it. He's a long-term investment. They're going to be happy. They want him to settle down, shoot the ball, play with confidence because you're not going to be cut.
And the
We're
thing about
not
it is,
going
like I
to.
said, we can say like, don't worry about the crowd and the fans and the internet and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know because I ain't nobody famous. Y'all may be able to speak to that a little bit better than me. I don't know how it affects you or whatever like that here. And, a bunch of people say negative shit about you or whatever. But I could only imagine all the eyes on him and having to hear what everybody's saying. That's all I'm saying. Not saying,
Everybody's saying good things. Do you know when he
no,
made that one little shot? Not everybody, but
yeah.
majority of people, when he made that shot, the crowd went crazy like he just hit a game-winning
Oh
shot.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Lakers fans want to see that, but look at everybody else.
Right.
Look at every sports show. I mean, he done been told you shouldn't be here. You ain't ready. And I bet that hurt that man the other day when Jaylen Brown said that. You know what I'm saying? And cool, that's his opinion. And,
Not based on what his daddy said. His daddy said, "Y'all don't understand. Bronny don't give a fuck. Like
I mean,
I
you
care."
can't
But
you
now,
can't sit up
hold
there.
on now. That's his
Yeah,
daddy.
yeah. But
That's his daddy now. He know his
Kwame,
boy.
but
He
Kwame,
know his
see,
boy now. He don't
but
give
see,
a
you
fuck.
can't take everything. He can't speak for Bronny. Everybody said Bronny is his own
Why
man,
not?
and of
That's
course
his father.
you can't sit up there and say, "Oh, that hurt my son's feelings." Ain't nobody gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? And he
Why
probably
not?
does tell his dad that he really don't care, but you can look at his face and see he cares, man.
I'm a father to a son, and I
Yeah,
know
me
it's
too.
certain things
Me
he don't
too.
care about. It's
Me
certain
too.
things that I got in particular son. He's a Gemini. He don't give a damn. Certain things he think he right, and he don't give a fuck what you think. Like he really don't. And he'll be absolutely wrong, but he'd rather do it that way because
He
he
gonna
believe
stand
it's
on it.
right.
He gonna
He
stand
gonna
on it.
stand on it. And I
Yeah.
told him, I said, in this world, as long as you're willing to stand on what you're saying and take the consequence for it, who am I to tell you you're wrong? And if it ain't mathematics, if it ain't nothing with schoolwork and all that, if you think you're right about this and you willing to accept the consequences, then you're right. But it's certain things that I know I could be able to say that, hey, nah, he care about that. This boy, you hurt his feelings with this one. And no matter how much he try to pretend, I know he full of shit. But
Oh,
LeBron came out emphatically laughing about his son not giving the damn. That's
yeah,
what he
but like I
said.
said, yeah, that's what he said. But I mean, I'm not taking his words for his son's feelings or whatever like that. Because I mean, I think any NBA player, of course, I don't know. I didn't play in the NBA, but I can imagine when your peers telling you they don't think you should be there, it's gonna mess with you.
Oh,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure. Why you think
Yeah,
he looked like that in the game?
yeah,
That's
exactly,
why his
exactly.
dad say he don't care, but I don't see the joy and the passion in this boy at all.
And hopefully he'll get there, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to see all black folks succeed, man. I'll be honest with you. I think it's cool or whatever.
And not
So,
that, and not that he has to talk, not that he has to be this vocal guy, because Tim Duncan obviously wasn't a vocal guy. But
yeah.
there's moments that you know Tim Duncan on the court. Tim Duncan
Oh
will
yeah,
dunk on, get a dunk and just look at your ass, just get a look like, yeah, bitch, you ain't supposed to be around me. Like Tim gonna give you that look. That's all he
yeah,
did. He gave you a look and it said it all. You be like, damn, this nigga good.
yeah.
Like this motherfucker is really good, like they advertise.
And who knows, man? Maybe he'll get there. Maybe he won't. It is what it is. You know, we'll see.
If he might get there, he might get there if he quiet the noise. He's probably getting a lot of information that he's trying to process. From
Oh, for
me
sure.
looking on the outside looking in, and me being a 19-year-old kid in the league, they give you an abundance of information. And he just gotta quiet down the noise, find that one or two guy that you can trust to listen to, which should be his father and his coach, because the coach like him just as much as his daddy do. And that one teammate that ain't competing with you, that don't give a damn you got no money, that's just gonna work with you and show you how to be a pro, show you the pro game, show you that, hey, look, without them running a play for you, dude, you should get 4 points from just layups. You're on the wing, you should be able to get 2 layups just by running.
Yeah,
Let's start off there. Let's
mop
get
up
you two
points.
baskets by getting a layup. Okay, that's 4 points. Let's get you two baskets on putbacks. That's 8 points. Now we might run a set for you to where you come off and you get a shot up. You should get 10, 12 points easy. If you using your energy and your effort. Once you get more comfortable, let's add a point to each of those things I'm saying. The hustle points, can't nobody control that.
That's
He
true.
can control. All right, somebody call. And if you notice, all of his points, all of his points are coming off shots that he's just shooting. He's not getting the offensive putback. He's not getting the outran the crowd and I got a layup dunk. He's not getting the backdoor lobs. He got to work on the easy thing. He's so focused on hitting threes and let me get out of a slump. Somebody said he's in a slump. Slump? How the hell you get in a slump and you ain't never get to the top yet? You ain't had nothing going on to be in a slump.
I think what he's trying to do is live up to what they tried to bill him as, a 3-and-D player, be able to play a little defense and knock down those shots when he just need to find his own game. And like he said, and like people say, find that role that, fits you.
They're trying to make him do what LeBron needs in a game. LeBron needs guys that hit shots from the corner.
That ain't
Bronny
happening right
can't do
now.
that yet.
Not right now, no.
He's not that yet.
And like I said, I don't know, like I said, what JJ said about wanting to build up, kind of the teams. I guess, drafting these younger guys, trying to build a program to build them up. And kind of they were talking about like he's like the first guinea pig to do this. We'll see.
So forget Ingram. He was a young guy. He's an all-star now. Forget Kuzma. Forget all of these people they let go. Now they want to build up a player.
The thing about it is with those players, Kwame, he was hampering them. Because look what happened when they left.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they become all-stars or whatever. You can't, some people
How
just
do you
can't
know
play
he's
with
not
Braun.
doing that with his son?
What do you mean?
Hampering his game by making him think about going to the corner to shoot threes instead of
No.
running for layups and being athletic.
No, I'm talking, when I say hampering their games, I'm talking about they ain't trying to play second fiddle or third fiddle. So that's why they couldn't stay on the same team. It was stunning their growth and stardom playing on the Lakers. And look what happened when they left.
Can you hear me?
I think you're using the word hamper their game, but I'm telling you how they do it. To take these guards and these guys that have all this ability and tell them you have to do what Chris Bosh did. I need you out of the way. I need you just hitting open jumpers because LeBron needs the floor open. I think Bronny is athletic. He is athletic. You can see the way he run. You can see the way he jump. He needs to be running for layups and dunks. What's going on, Jet Bryant? What is it, Jetta
Yeah,
Bryant?
what's up, bro?
What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah. I feel like it's crazy that they say you can't critique Bronny James, but every I remember when Kobe came in the league, they even critiqued him. Like even though he really was a kid, he really was like 17, but they used to talk down on him and stuff like that.
100% facts. They talk down on everybody until now. I've heard black people talking about you talking down on the black community. I want all black people to succeed. I'm like, damn, where were you guys at for Michael Oliver Candy, Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, Russell Westbrook? Where were you guys at then? We not black all of a sudden?
So let me ask
Exactly.
you a question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say, and I play basketball, so I feel like when I watch Bronny, it seemed like a problem he has is he don't seem like he just love the game. He don't seem like he really like he play the game like he love playing the game, because it really don't matter if you poor or not. It's just if you love basketball, you're gonna be so competitive when you out there playing. You just trying to show that you the best player on the court. So you gonna get that effort rather if you rich or poor.
And a good example of that is Steph Curry. But if you look at Steph Curry, he work at the game. Man, Steph Curry shoots so many shots it'll make you tired looking at him.
Yep.
He work at this game. Bronny is working at winning a championship on a video game.
Well, what I think, and I'm not so much gonna say an issue where I got pushback is on, when you name those guys, those were first round picks, and whether we want to admit it or not, there are expectations of a first round pick, a lottery pick, and like you said, with the 55th pick, there's no pressure. You shouldn't have any expectations or whatever, but it seems like he's getting judged or critiqued where other people aren't in that same position. And given, like I said, it's because his daddy, people talking about him, he is in the news or whatever. Would you agree?
Well, He got to take the good with the bad because he also getting minutes like a first round pick. So why shouldn't he get critiqued like one? He
Yeah,
got the contract like a first round pick. So you got to take the good with the bad.
yeah, and I feel like he should get critiqued because he got drafted on only scoring 4 points a game, and they're saying his potential is whatever the reason why he should be in the game. He gonna be a good player and all this. So he should show that. Even if he's the 55th pick, he shouldn't. He lucky to even get picked at all. So with his stats that he had,
So let me ask you then, what should he average or what should he do to prove that this pick was warranted?
at
What do
least
you
I
what
was
do you have to see?
at least 10 points a game or something like that, or
Ooh.
at least like going on runs like where he scoring back to back points or just looking like he got potential or something.
It's, high- it's highly unlikely going to the game this season.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It's highly unlikely doing to the game this season.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I'm saying in the summer league,
But still, though, you have guys who are first round picks who don't even do that in summer league.
yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if he go to the G League, it would be worse for him because when I would see the G League play, they play so hard.
Yeah, but they trying to get a spot. And like I was saying, it's only 450 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Kwame,
So
can
you
I ask
got
you a question?
Yeah, I'm right here.
So, what do you think about players like J.D. Davidson and Matt McClung, these guys who ball in the G League but can't seem to get a spot on the team? What's the deal?
That's who's gonna be the one waiting on LeBron. That's the problem. That's why
Yeah,
I
but
say
see, you
this is
can't.
wrong.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You can't put that on one person. I mean, like people can sit up there and say, "Well, they didn't get drafted because of Bronny." Well, there were plenty of teams that had draft picks before the Lakers had the 55. So we can't put all, why these other people ain't playing on Bronny. There's only one Bronny. One
No, I
person
didn't
on
say
the
that.
Lakers.
I said those are the people that's gonna be waiting on Bronny. That's what I'm saying. He go to the G League, he done.
No, no, no. That's what I'm talking about. Why can't they get spots on like the regular teams?
it's
Because
only
they don't
450.
have the name. This is why I say Bronny don't have no pressure. It's guys that put in day after day, work at the work at the work, and they don't get 29 minutes to play. He's getting a grand opportunity. He better take advantage of it.
The NBA ain't like being a doctor where it's always someplace to work. It's only 450 spots. You got guys who can ball their ass off and can't snip a roster.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna get nowhere close. And if they on the roster, they're not gonna get 1 minute. It would be easy for Bronny to get 10 points in 29 minutes. Run the damn floor, go for lobs, and hit a few open jump shots. Step in and walk into a two. Stop shooting so many fucking threes. You got so many killers down there in the G League that can't get on or can't be the 15th man, but they say the 15th man don't matter. The 15th man, I guarantee you, ask some of those guys in the G League, hey, would you want to be the 15th man in the league? And they hauling ass to go be that.
Shoot. Talking about a league with a minimum salary is $1 million? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's higher than that now, sir. It's higher
Oh
than
yeah,
that.
it goes up every year. It's going up every year. The G League salaries, they is not making that kind of money.
No, no, no. And I think when they were talking about, like, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, where they were talking about the 15th person on the team don't matter. I don't think they're talking about in terms of a person or a player, they don't matter. What I think they were talking about is the expectations of that person on the team. They don't really expect anything because he probably is not going to play. And like I said, you could probably speak to that more than me because you've been in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
I expect that when I see a young kid, 19, to get 29 minutes, I don't care when it is. I don't care if it's summer league. I don't care whatever. He should play with reckless abandonment. I do not see that out of Brownie. This is your time to shine.
Yeah.
It's guys that get out there on that floor. They gonna get an opportunity to go overseas. All they need is a couple good shining moments in a Laker jersey. Just like the young man said, give me back-to-back dunks. Give me back-to-back scores. Give me something. Don't just run to the corner for 3, 4 quarters and then score one time in the fourth quarter and the crowd go crazy. Like what? You ain't try a tip dunk over nobody's head. Nothing. Like I just don't see it.
Yeah, well, I feel like he should be exhausted after like a certain quarter or something. He should be trying so hard. Like even if he's not scoring, he should be playing defense real hard or like something. He should just be showing a lot of effort. He's young, he can run. He should just be giving it all he got.
Like show some flashes of the greatness that your dad mentioned. I haven't seen one flash. Have you?
Yeah, yeah, and I haven't seen it, and I feel like if you're a talented player, then that's gonna show. If somewhere in one of those games, it's gonna show. You're gonna just have a stretch where you hit a couple shots back to back or something.
It is so bad. The commentators got to talk about him deflecting a fucking lob attempt as a block. It is that bad. The kid jumped up, deflected a low lob. Oh my God! Did you see Bronny block the shot? Nigga, what? I'm like, this is
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
like that.
It's so bad. We got to show him missing free throws. Like this shit is crazy.
Yeah, I watched his highlight reel and it showed his misses. It showed all his misses that he made.
Yeah, I will say he catching it both ways. They showing the bad stuff. They talking about the bad stuff also. So, but they gotta say
If I
something
was
good though.
them, if I'm them, I don't let that boy go away from his daddy. He ain't been away from his daddy yet. I'm not sending him down to the D League. Who the hell knows what happened to Brody in the D League? I'm letting LeBron set him up for open threes. I'm letting Bron correct him. I'm letting Bron tell him, "Hey, motherfucker, go to the basket," because maybe he react different to LeBron than other people.
True.
I'm not letting him go down there for you to beat whatever left confidence he has left out of him. I'm sorry. Those
Like I
kids are gonna
said,
beat the hell out of him.
and like I said, hey, maybe that's what he need. Because I used to say the same thing to my son. I need to drop you off in the hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I
No,
said,
don't
some
do
people,
that. that.
some
That boy
people,
been
right?
he been eating too much goddamn caviar and cotton candy. You can't don't send him down there to the wolves. I'm telling you.
It'll be
If
interesting though.
if they send him down to the G League for more than 1-2 games, is over with. I would strategically pick a team with a guard that maybe not so crazy, not somebody that's going to embarrass him, or dunk on him or do nothing crazy. I would strategically pick that team and maybe let him get 2 games where he plays some good minutes and where we feature him and let's see what he got. But that's going to be after carefully letting LeBron work with him through training camp and building some sort of confidence with him because it's confidence to me.
Yeah, it looks a little shaky.
Yeah, you got to shoot with confidence. You got to shoot like you think you're gonna make it.
Yeah. Well, I think we can all agree on that. But let's hear, brother Kwame. I appreciate you, man, for letting me come on and speak to you, bro. I got to get off here and appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate your time, bro.
All right, salute to you, man. We're going to be watching Bronny tonight. Is he playing tonight?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I just think they got if he getting this type of opportunity, he don't need to be listening to everybody else talking about you ain't got no expectations and this and that. Yes, you do. You got a lot of expectations. And first of all, you ain't got a damn thing to be worried about. You got all the money in the world, the coach like you, your daddy right here. Just go out here and hit somebody.
Yeah, I
I
think
would
I
tell
think he had
Bronny,
expectations
go
on
get
his
a
own, though.
charge. Go try to dunk on somebody, get an offensive foul, and then stand over him and look at him. I want to see some fire out this kid. I got to see something.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
Elbow
yeah,
somebody in the fucking nose or something. Do something.
I know he may take an ass whooping on that one. I don't know.
Fuck it. It's better than what I'm seeing. He might got hands.
He may have it. You never know. I
Nah,
tell you
they'll
what, bro.
step in and break it up. Most court fights, all you gotta do is get your hands up, back up, swing one time, just keep backing up. Somebody will jump in between.
Somebody grab me.
Yeah, grab that nigga, man. All right, bro.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good one now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I gotta see something. Biz said the same thing. If this was my son, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, go get the ball. Like, if he's a point guard, what position does he play?
Exactly.
I want to
That's
know
it.
what position is he
Not
playing?
that many options.
What would you have him at,
Kwame,
Christopher?
Kwame, let me ask you something though.
What's up?
So it's a little off topic, but I remember uh, I remember when Kobe was in the league. The Lakers, they couldn't get him no other star to play with him. But I feel like once LeBron went to the Lakers, he can get any player he want every year. He can pick his own team. Why do you think that
Because he
is?
got he got clutch sports. They can make it happen. It ain't, and if you look at most of the players, they sign with clutch and then they end up with the Lakers.
Yeah,
So clutch sports is the world, baby. It's clutch over everything.
yeah, it's just crazy.
Bronny is the wrong man. Yeah, man. That's listen. When there's gonna be a lot of talks around the players that LeBron played with and the moves that he was able to make when he's done playing. He has too much of a stranglehold on this industry for people in the mainstream media to talk about it. They're not gonna say shit.
Yeah, Brian got nowhere to use the power.
Oh yeah, man, he cold. Example of using your power and influence, uh, or maybe spinning a narrative. Because I thought Rich Paul was actually a sports agent, but turns out Carcino put it out there that he's being sued by the actual guy who did the contract. So that's what be pissing me off about certain things. They get the black community all riled up, be like, "Oh, y'all putting the black man down. It's a black man company. It's a black, 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 black." When you find out most of these niggas are just the faces, and really a white person is running the show.
Yeah, and
So
I
be careful with the idol worship and thinking because it sound good and because it look like it's like that. That don't mean it's like that.
yeah, because I feel like they people say, oh, I just want to see a black man succeed, but uh, I don't know. I just think LeBron and like people like that at the top, them succeeding don't make us succeed. Like
No.
it's hardest
They
it could
actually
ever
keep you
been.
niggas way. They actually keep more of you down. Cause just think about it. For his son, and people are willingly saying this. Yeah, I mean, I would do that if I had my son. Well, you're never gonna be in position to do that. Even if you saying that you would do that, you'll never be in position to do that. You got to build your own company to do that with. Now, do I respect the power that LeBron that he has? I respect it, but on certain situations to where you're taking away from black men and making it seem like you're not doing no wrong, I can't respect it.
Yeah, because it's not like you pulling up other young players, and using your power to pull them up to the league or something like that. That players that actually deserve it with the skill, because it's a lot of players
Mhm.
that got the skill, but they don't got the people watching.
Yep. What man? Salute to you. Salute to you, Christopher. I'm finna goddamn get on up out of here and take this dog on a little long walk.
All right, Kwame, salute.
All right, salute to you,
Like,
bro. All right. Oh, I forgot. Let me put up the guys I watch. Man, Cino like, man, fuck y'all. I'm not coming back up here. Y'all was talking trash in the chat. No, but man, we have I want y'all to keep in mind, we have the Secret Service leader, the head of the Secret Service has confirmed that there was a shooting. So at least we know that and she took a responsibility, said it's on Secret Service, it's on me. So this was a real thing. This was a real attempt on his life that was failed, and now it should be an investigation to see what the hell happened to the man. But yeah, man, y'all have a blessed day. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.